with me as I crawl through the hood.
Paranormal Hood. Paranormal. 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 Paranormal.
Creep with me.
Paranormal.
Creep with me. Creep with me.
Paranormal.
Creep with me. Creep with me.
Paranormal.
Creep with me. Creep with me. Creep with me.
Paranormal Hood.
This is Paranormal Hood. Ziggy and the Hoodie. Ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Creep with me as I crawl through the hood.
Paranormal, baby. That's how we doing it. Paranormal Hood.
Paranormal Hood.
Paranormal Hood.
Keeping it on lockdown. All world is in the building.
Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to ride, step into the buckle up. I'ma show you where it's at. We gon' burn a couple blunts, we gon' pop a couple caps. I ain't talking about 4 5s from the strap. Psilocybin driving, so we headed off the map. What you know about? Takes a color, seeing sound with a crystallize. Turning nothing into something when we alchemize. Vandalize the lies with the truth. Ain't nobody wanna take shots to this proof. All we ever wanted was the answers. Looking for unique, but our vision keep us phantom. Phantom black man, ghost writing in a pentagram. I'm from the place where our thoughts meet the program. Not too many open to the power that they hold. Just know that when we shine, it's the reflection of your soul. Supreme beings moving, watch the galaxy implode. We are not alone. If you not normal, welcome home. Yeah. Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to ride, step into the I gotta hold on to this feeling. I'll be seeing visions through the folds of the prism. Projecting all wishes, anything I want is given. Paranormal vision, you can call it supervision. Control the superstition, make them wonder how we do it. They seen us in the mud, now we out here making music with the paranormal movement that's stronger than what you deal with. If Jesus was just a fraud, then hallelujah for Judas. Caesar is not the mob, so it just had to be Brutus. They hate when we on our job, cause persecution is useless. Proof that what we doing is more than just making music. Utilizing the truth, drop it off in the hood. Show 'em what's really good, the feeling is understood. We know just what it means to get it by all means. Supreme beings move and watch reality explode. We are not alone. If you're not normal, welcome home. Yeah. Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to rise, step into the portal.
It's my theme music. Every good hero should have some.
20,000 police in the whole town. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Smoke weed every day.
From Boston to outer space, we're gonna take you all over the place. So sit back and enjoy the ride, because this is Paranormal Hood Live.
All right. You're gonna learn today.
All right, folks, the crazy train's leaving the station. Let's go. What's Hood Hoodies? Welcome to the Thursday night. This is Paranormal Hood Live Radio. We're live and direct in the Garden of Knowledge Studios. I'm your host, Jiggy.
I am Smoking.
Shout out to everybody already jumped up in that chat. Jonaside was the first. Bug, UFO Gadriel, Out of Mind. What's up, everybody? I'm glad you guys made it home too, by the way. Lizzie, you and I'm glad you guys made it home safely. Back to Aussie land. It was dope getting to watch you guys trip. I gotta tell you honestly, it was just incredible seeing you guys in the crop circles and what you guys were doing out there and stuff. So kudos to you for an awesome trip and for sharing that trip with us, because I've personally never seen a crop circle up close. So to see somebody who actually is passionate about it and went on a trip and was all up in there and doing all the investigating and pictures and just really bringing it to life for someone like myself, I appreciate you. So thank you. Just want to let you know that. So yes, folks, it's another Thursday night. Doesn't it seem like every night is Thursday? I swear it does. I swear it is. I swear it's like every other day is Thursday. It just goes by so quickly. Yeah, I'm telling you, I know it was awesome. I could just see from the pictures and stuff, like I said, it was just awesome. That is, like I say all the time, as much as a lot of people, including ourselves, sometimes bitch about the internet and the different things that are going on with the growth of technology, is one of the great aspects of it is being able to see something like that, for people to make the world smaller by being able to post videos and pictures and live and stuff like that, and bring things to people who I may never ever see a crop circle. I may never get to go to that side of the world. Who knows, so being able to see that stuff, it has helped to make the world a lot smaller for me and get a better understanding of what's out there too, because I've said over the years that growing up, I had such a false sense of what the rest of the world looked like, and different parts of the world, different countries and stuff, and how they were kind of only seen for me through encyclopedias and books and magazines and stuff like that. So now you get these live shots and these real-time shots and stuff. It is awesome. So that's one part of all this technology that I really, really do love. I really do think it's awesome. So just want to point that out. Dank Alliance is in the house. Yeah, it is very bittersweet on the side. It's a catch-22 situation. Do you really want to have it? Do we really need it? In a sense, yes. But like I said, it does this, because without it, we wouldn't be having these conversations. We wouldn't all be just a family that grows. Fuck all that. Fans and friendship. We're all like family. So it's just a family that's growing. What's up, baby? UFO Gandalf. I don't know if you just heard what I just said. I hope you got to hear my whole spew, but I was just praising you guys for sharing your trip and stuff. I really did enjoy all the videos, the pictures and stuff. it was just awesome to see stuff that I had never seen before in that way. So if you didn't get to hear that, I thanked you guys for sharing that with us. It was awesome. And you guys' trip was awesome, and I'm glad you got home safely. So, okay? All right. All right, we'll start being a big, psycho jiggy. So I hope everybody had a good week. I hope it was paranormal. I hope you guys got to do some cool stuff. You know what I'm saying? And here we are. And tonight's going to be Hot Topics. We're going to be talking a little bit about some friends of ours who are... it has become para-comedy, para-soap opera-ish, where all these different words can apply, all these different things can apply to it. So we'll be going to some of the things that are making the headlines in our little paranormal community. All right, folks? So, of course, you can always add whatever you want to add. Chat's open. Do what you got to do. Say what you're going to say. I don't smoke weed anymore, but I will eat it. Hey, Durple Hayes, do what you got to do. Eating is just as good. Just get your high, heavy, gonna get it. But just get with us.
I don't smoke anymore. I don't smoke any less either.
You think? All right, so let's do what we do. Give me a second here. For those who are new to the show, who don't know how we function here at Paranormal Hood, we spend the 6 days in between each show scouring the internet, newspapers, magazines, YouTube. What are we doing? We're looking for sources that house that weird, that strange, that odd, that different, that not necessarily mainstream news. Now that news could be here on Earth. Yeah, I say Earth, motherfuckers. Or maybe it's up to the moon. Why I say Michael Jackson resides and he's about to do his nightly performance. Or maybe it's up to Mars, the supposed red planet. Or maybe it's somewhere beyond. But if it's out there, and it's making any kind of noise, any kind of news, and we can find it, we bring it to you every Thursday night. On this part of the show, we simply call Smoke Kings Paranormal News. So while Smoke King's over there doing rolling, he's rolling up these blunts. I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on in the Omniverse, the universe, the multiverse, verse Simmons, Batman versus Superman, Avengers versus Justice League. How about like DC versus Marvel? How dope would that be? Marvel open up a can of whoop ass on DC. Hulk beat up Superman, maybe? No? Alright. Here we go, folks. Let me get this board ready just in case we need it. Romanian engineers build working flying saucer, folks. A pair of engineers in Romania have built a fantastic flying saucer that actually works. The awesome-looking craft, dubbed the All-Directional Flying Object, ADFO, is reportedly the brainchild of Razvan Zabi and Losif Toposu. According to the duo, they recently unveiled working prototype represents the culmination of 2 decades.
When don't I, Steve?
What I do?
Steve Kim, this Smoke King looks high as shit. I'm like, when don't I?
The culmination of 2 decades of research and development. As its name suggests, the flying saucer boasts incredible maneuverability thanks to a dual propulsion system consisting of 4 vertically positioned fans and a pair of horizontally placed jet engines. Ironically, although the craft bears a striking resemblance to the iconic UFOs of yesteryear, its inventors say that they base the design on the air fins. Well, the first working incarnation of the ADFO, which can be seen taken to the skies above, measures a mere 4 feet in diameter. Sabi and Toposu plan to build a much larger version of the craft, which would presumably to occupy a person. Eventually, they envision their flying saucer design being utilized for all manner of applications from private aircraft all the way to the battlefield. I don't know. Let's see, show you. There's no picture. Well, yes, a video, but the main picture of it's pretty cool looking. See?
I think I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, it does look like a fucking UFO. So look it up, folks. It's on Coast to Coast AM's website if you guys want to see that news. It does look like a fucking UFO. I'm sure anybody out there has got cameras. You'll get a million fucking reports of it. But at least they're being honest and letting people know what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm sure they've been out there testing it and shit and flying the shit around, and people have already fucking been like, it's a UFO.
I seen it. I know what I seen.
Something like that's been in development for years. And just start developing that fucking few months ago. I was like, yep, here it is already. Look at this bad boy.
Here's a good story. Let's go to the next one. A crashed Israeli lander spilled tardigrades on the moon. Anybody know about those water bears? You know about tardigrades?
Mm-hmm. Those little bears that tried to eat Ant-Man when he's in the quantum realm.
They were hungry. You look like food.
Yeah. That was the funniest shit.
The Bereshit lunar lander carried thousands of books, DNA samples, and a few thousand water bears to the moon. But did any of it survive the crash? It was just before midnight on April 11th, and everyone at the Israeli Aerospace Industries Mission Control Center in Yehud, Israel, had their eyes fixed on two large projector screens. On the left screen was a stream of data being sent back to Earth by Bereshit, its lunar lander, which was about to become the first private spacecraft to land on the moon. The right screen featured a crude animation of Bereshit firing its engines as it prepared for a soft landing in the Sea of Serenity. But only seconds before the scheduled landing, the number on the left screen stopped. Mission Control had lost contact with the spacecraft and it crashed into the moon shortly thereafter.
No, it was shot down, man. Fucking aliens. They brought it down.
Half a world away, Nova Spivak watched a live stream of Bereshit's mission control from a conference room in Los Angeles. As the founder of Arch Mission Foundation, a nonprofit whose goal is to create a backup of I was supposed to say off-planet Earth, but it says of-planet Earth, Spivak had a lot at stake in the Bereshit mission. The spacecraft was carrying the Foundation's first lunar library, a DVD-sized archive containing 30 million pages of information, human DNA samples, and thousands of tardigrades. Yo, what if those tardigrades mix with the human DNA and all of a sudden you have tartar humans on the moon?
Tartar humans.
Tartar humans. Human tards? That doesn't sound right. Never mind.
Human grades.
Human grades. Water bears that can survive pretty much any environment, including space. But when the Israelis confirmed Bereshit had been destroyed, Spivak was faced with a distressing question. Did he just smear the toughest animal in the known universe across the surface of the moon? In the weeks following the Bereshit crash, Spivak pulled together the Arch Mission Foundation's advisors in an attempt to determine whether the lunar library had survived the crash. Based on their analysis of the spacecraft's trajectory and the composition of the lunar library, Spivak says he is quite confident that the library, a roughly DVD-sized object made of thin sheets of nickel, survived the crash mostly or entirely intact. In fact, the decision to include DNA samples in tardigrades in the lunar library may have been key to its survival. For the first 24 hours, we were just in shock, Spivak says. We sort of expected that it would be successful. We knew there were risks, but we didn't think the risks were that significant. Spivak is no stranger to hazards of space exploration. In the late 90s, the serial entrepreneur used money from his web company's initial public offering to hitch a ride to the edge of space with the Russian Air Force and to become an angel investor in the Zero Gravity Corporation, which commercialized parabolic flights in the U.S., but when Spivak founded the Arch Mission Foundation in 2015, he wanted to do something different. The plan was to create archives of all human knowledge that could last for millions, if not billions of years, and to seed them across Earth and throughout the solar system. God damn. The Arch Mission Foundation sent its first archive to space in 2018 in the glove compartment of Elon Musk's Tesla, which is now in a 30 million year orbit around the sun. The archive contains Isaac Asimov's Foundation trilogy, which is inscribed in a quartz disc using an experimental 5D optical technology developed by the physicists at the University of Southampton.
Oh shit, 5D, yo.
They're getting the D. in space. Ah, shit. But the storage medium has limitations. Digital technologies and encoding standards are great for compressing lots of information into a small amount of space, but they also are short-lived. How many people do you know who could play a VHS tape today? If you want to create a library for humans, thousands of millions of years in the future, your best bet is to keep it analog. But analog storage takes up a lot of room, so sending the bulk of human knowledge to space will require a lot of compression to do this, Spivak tapped. Spivak tapped Bruce Ha, a scientist who developed a technique from engraving high-resolution nanoscale images into nickel. Ha uses lasers to etch an image into glass and then deposits nickel atom by atom in a layer on top. The images of resulting nickel film look holographic and can be viewed using a microscope capable of 1,000 times its magnification. All right, I don't even know if I want to read this whole thing. This shit has just kind of gone into way too many layers. But we get the gist of it. We tardigrades on the moon now. And with some human DNA. They're going to create some shit up there. They're going to get to the moon. Like, what the fuck is that? Human tardigrades. And then they'll bring them back here and they can survive in the water. And then they'll have like a water colony and shit. No. Works for me, shit. Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You're an idiot.
Come on.
I guess so.
You got something over there?
Bernie Sanders vows to dish the truth of UFOs if he's elected. So this seems to be the new theme. People running for president now. Hillary said it, and Bernie says it. It's gonna be the thing. If you elect me, I'm gonna tell you all about the aliens.
He said it on Joe Rogan.
I know.
Like, again, from Joe's track record at this point, it's like, all right. Yeah.
Vermont senator and presidential hopeful says his wife would force him to declassify government reports on extraterrestrials. Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders has promised to let Americans in on state secrets surrounding UFOs if elected to the White House, in part because his wife would force him to. The offbeat campaign pledge came during an interview on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast on Wednesday. If you got into the office and you found out something about aliens, if you found out something about UFOs, would you let us know? The U.S. comedian asked Vermont senator during the lighthearted exchange. Well, I'll tell you, my wife would demand I let you know, replied Sanders. Denying that Jane Sanders was a UFO nut, he elaborated, she goes, Bernie, what is going on? Do you know? Do you have any access? You don't have any access? You'll let us know, right, though? Rogan pressed. Sanders replied, all right, we'll announce it on the show. How's that? Of course you will. Interest in UFOs has surged in the United States since the Pentagon in 2017 acknowledged funding a secret multi-million-dollar program to investigate sightings and release video from a fighter jet that encountered a so far unexplained object. Yeah, there's some pretty good explanations out there for it, though. And that's that one. So there you go, everybody. Bernie's going to tell us all about the aliens.
Silence, Earthling!
I'll believe it when it happens. Always got to become president first.
With the videos, yeah.
Go ahead, I'll jump in with one. Strange meteorite discovered in Siberia contains an unnatural crystal. Despite the level of understanding and knowledge the world has about so many things, everyone is still getting excited about new discoveries, and this one is no exception. A rare meteorite, which was found in Siberia, contains a crystal, or at least what appears to be a crystal. The mineral itself is quite rare as well, and is also a mystery. While crystal is the term used to describe it, no one's sure what it actually is, but here's what they know so far. A few years ago now, scientists discovered a small piece of mineral that was created shortly after the solar system, some 4.5 billion years ago. The mineral was brought to Earth by the some Siberian name, Katierka meteorite, which landed in eastern Siberia. Obviously, a 4 billion year old mineral would be incredibly interesting to almost anyone, but not so much in this case. It was still quite intriguing, but not for its sheer age, as many would expect, but for its atomic structure instead. Okay, they have kind of a breakdown here that I don't understand, so I'm not going to try to fuck with it. But the structure that the mineral possesses is one that has never been seen, that has never been found in nature. Although it has been created in laboratory environments, it was referred to as a quasi-crystal because from the exterior it resembles a crystal, but on the inside it's a whole other kettle of fish. Many people are probably wondering what constitutes a crystal. A mineral needs to have a certain set of properties, specifically what the atomic structure to be considered a crystal. Namely, it needs lattices, I think is the word. A crystal atoms are arranged in lattices structures, are very predictable, and will just keep repeating themselves. However, while this new mineral may look like a crystal on the outside, it isn't a crystal on the inside. The quasi-crystal did have lattices, however, they were ordered and not consistent and identical. Therefore, it could be a crystal. It can't be a crystal, can it? The atoms are arranged in a variety of different configurations, which, based on human understanding of science and chemical composition, was simply not possible in nature. Yet here it is. Despite quasicrystals being created in labs since the 1960s, many scientists still doubt the fact that they can exist in nature. It is with this in mind that the team studying the crystal have concluded that it was formed off the planet and traveled here. Even so, if it was formed under astrophysical conditions over 4 billion years ago, it's still proof that there is a phase of matter can remain stable over huge periods of time, perhaps even indefinitely. The discovery of this quasi-crystal really puts into perspective how much we think we know as an intelligent species, but also reminds us that we don't know nearly as much as we think we do. The universe is a huge place with diversity around every corner, and there's still so much more to find out. Research in these quasi-crystals would be a good place to start, but there's still so much more still to discover. There you go. 4 billion years old. That motherfucker old. Anybody know anything that's 4 billion years old? Anybody know anybody that's 4 billion years old?
Fuck a QAnon.
QAnon. Q-anus.
QAnus.
Yeah, we're good.
Alright. This is a good one here. Adult entertainment company vows to send strippers to Storm Area 51 event.
Oh yeah, baby.
What?
An adult entertainment company in Nevada has decided to take part in the Storm Area 51 event, scheduled to take place on September 20th. Deja Vu Services, Nevada's largest provider of adult entertainment, is planning to send a strip club on wheels, aptly named the Stripper Mobile, to the event. Around a dozen dancers will also provide entertainment, according to a statement released by the company. Deja Vu Services ensures that those who make the trek will find strippers, if nothing else.
Shake what your mama gave you.
Come September 20th, we'll be there. Ryan Carlson, the company's director of operations. We know what most Americans know, that strippers make any event better, and this one will be no exception. We don't know if there are any aliens at Area 51, but if there are, they'll be entertained upon their rescue, along with any partygoers that attend. The company is treating the event as the ultimate alien tailgate party and plans to entertain event goers before and after the event. Deja Vu intends to entertain anybody who's up and before and after the raid. Anybody who shows up before and after the raid. Making it rain, of course, will be strongly encouraged. The statement reads, the Storm Area 51 event was created on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. We all know that. Yep. Recently taken down, but it was an accident. It's back up again. Supposedly now it's a UFO celebration festival.
It's a UFO celebration
now. They're not
now.
going to storm Area 51.
There's some hoes in this house.
It's just
There's
going to
some
be a
hoes
big
in
giant
this house.
UFO celebration party.
Y'all better bring them dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what's gonna happen though? Somebody like them motherfuckers who in Siberia who built that UFO that looks like a UFO are gonna fly some UFO over all these dumb. The government might even doing it. Excuse me, end up doing it just to fuck with people's minds. It's gonna be a big ass festival. All these people out there being stupid. They're gonna have free beer and all this stuff. Get drunk and not even realize what the fuck they're doing and looking at a bunch of scrippers. This shit has turned into one big shit show.
No!
Stay away from Area 51 during that time, folks. Okay, a lot of shit's going. That shit's just going to turn into one big shit show. Good luck. Anybody who's going, good luck. Let me know how it's going to be. Let me know how it works out. Y'all can live stream that shit and everything, and I'll watch it from the comfort of my home. Okay? Wow. Good luck. Does anybody know how to say good luck in Albanian? Ever since I've seen that movie, I want to know how to say it now. I know he said it, I don't remember, but because I always say good luck. Maybe if I say it in Albanian, it'd be cooler, right? No? All right, whatever. What's up, Cool K? Alma, BGs. I can't see everybody using the chat because I'm not in the chat out here, and it doesn't show the whole thing. What's up, folks? You got any other stories over there?
Yep, let's see here. Footage shows apparent UFO, but people can't get over the drunk alien driver.
Did he get pulled over? Woo, woo! Pull your UFO over, please, sir.
Well, the MIB showed up in their fucking UFO and made him pull over. One second.
Give him a second. He's tightening up the blunt so we can smoke it.
There are 1 billion stars in our over 1 billion stars in our galaxy alone, and a sextillion of them in the universe. There's probably more than a sextillion. No. No. That's yeah.
I want to know who's counting them.
Well, you don't have to count them all. You do
guesstimation.
Yeah.
Round it up.
Yeah. So anybody who doesn't know what sextillion is, that's a 1 with 21 zeros after it. It's sextillion. But I don't know about that. I think there might be more than that. There's probably more stars than that. Anyway, if there are 8 planets around our sun, and one of those planets has life on it, chances are pretty good there is at least one other planet somewhere out there with intelligent life forms. And since there are hundreds of UFO sightings a year, it seems even more likely. In fact, there are so many UFOs spotted in the sky that when video of one comes out, people don't even react to the UFO and instead get distracted by other things. Like this one. Take the latest footage of the purported UFO that was allegedly spotted in Mexico. In it, a flying saucer is floating in the clear blue sky, but because it is wobbling side to side, people who've watched it are more interested in if the alien behind the wheel has been drinking than the fact that the extraterrestrials might have even been visiting us. They weren't all like, "Oh my God, it's a UFO." They're like, "Oh my God, it's a drunk UFO."
I'm gonna drive home today.
What's he been drinking? I want some of that shit.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna fly this thing around and say, everybody in Mexico say they can see me tonight. I'm tired of fucking hiding. Fuck these motherfuckers.
Yeah, some peyote. Alright, oh, where'd I go? One commenter wrote, looks like a drunk UFO driver. He can't keep it straight. Others are more skeptical, with one saying the UFO is moving in a pendulum motion, almost like it was on a rope or something. Another writing, cool, a mylar balloon. No word on what the object is or if the video shows the first ever UFO DUI.
It's the United States Air Force. Please pull your UFO over to the nearest air base.
Roger that.
That'd be hilarious.
Got another one?
No.
Oh. Oh, I think I got one more yet. Mass UFO sightings reported over Cincinnati as mysterious lights film vanishing from sight. Social media has been flooded with reports of UFOs appearing over Cincinnati, and baffling footage appears to show lights vanishing and reappearing. Shocked witnesses Laney and Angie captured the bizarre sightings in the sky above the city of Ohio, USA on August the 3rd. The clip begins with the bright objects moving in line across the gray clouds, but one by one they start to vanish from sight. They're gone. I don't know. One of the camera women says as the objects then reappear. A fifth light then emerges on the left-hand side of the screen. YouTube conspiracy theorist Mr. MBB333 who uploaded the clip said they don't go behind the clouds. They were in front of the clouds. Something comes in from the left, and they appear to be in a straight row and a slight angle. When the conspiracy theorist switches the light formats, he claims the footage shows the planes turning invisible. It was still daylight, so if they were some sort of physical craft, which I'm sure they probably were, how come you couldn't see them, he asked. Another eyewitness captured the moment from the different location in Cincinnati and submitted it to YouTube star Blake Cousins of Third Phase of the Moon. The clip captured the lights changing from a triangular shape into a straight line before moving back. 3 of the 4 lights disappear for a few moments before gradually reappearing. Other videos have surfaced on Twitter since the sightings on Saturday, and dozens of other people have claimed they saw that. It's a TR-3B. No, it's not. We've got aliens in Cincinnati. I saw the same lights. Another person said, I saw that UFO move up in the air into the clouds and then down the side and side to side. Snake-like. UFOs have hit the headlines. So, who out there in UFO, in Ohio, seeing any UFOs?
You got a lot of friends out there. You gotta have some folks.
They never, I'd hit them. I don't know anything.
Is that it for the story?
That's it.
I actually have another one in here. You guys ready for a fun one? Flat Earth fan speaks at English school.
You're an idiot.
Students at a school in England were treated to a rather odd guest speaker in the form of a flat Earth enthusiast who did her best to convince the teenage audience that the planet is not round.
Epic fail.
The surprising presentation was reportedly part of an event put together by the Conspiracy Theory Club at the Headington School in the city of Oxford. The 2-hour-long gathering featured high school-level students detailing their research into fringe ideas such as the possibility that Paul McCartney died in 1966 and that David Bowie predicted future events. Alongside the fantastic fair was a special appearance by Emily Withy, a 17-year-old student from a nearby school who is a genuine card-carrying member of the Flat Earth Society and has believed in the controversial concept for the past few years. Okay, she's 17, so she's been believing it for the past few years. Anyways, I agreed to do this to break the stigma surrounding the world's biggest conspiracy theory, she said, explaining with an admirable amount of aplomb, what the fuck are these words I've never used before, that this is a theory, just as round Earth is also a theory.
You are one pathetic loser.
During her presentation, Wheatley worked to dispel what she contends are misconceptions about the flat Earth theory and shared alleged evidence for its veracity. As for how the proverbial jury of her peers reacted to the presentation, the response was apparently mixed amongst the attendees, although it appears that Wheatley may have made at least one convert to her cause. In a concession which likely elicited a collective groan from the Headington School Science Department, Hannah McGinnis revealed that I'm less convinced that the Earth is round than I was before, and marveled that Wheatley changed my opinion on the whole movement.
You are an idiot.
They both get
You
one.
are an idiot.
She's like, who's coming with me? Come on. Who's coming? The one chick was like, I'm going to bail this poor girl out. She was looking stupid. Here, let me help her out. I kind of believe. Good luck with that, Flat Earth.
You are an idiot.
All right, folks. We're going to take a quick break, play a little music. Won't be gone too long. Don't nobody go nowhere. We'll be back. I'll jump in the chat if you have any questions, whatever. Tonight, Hot Topics, going to be talking about our boy, C.W. Chanter. He got a letter. But is it fake? Is it real? What's some other things going on right now in the para field, these hot topics? We're going to talk about them tonight, so don't go too far. We'll be back, folks. It's Paranormal Hood. Now I'm going to play some music. Okay.
The weak heart, them a go run, run, run. The warfare over and done, done. No more bombs, no guns, guns. The age of peace has come, come. We are children of the sun, sun. Royal daughters and sons, sons. God's source where we come from. One is all and all is one. Always be alive, not all I see is signs. I'm not confined by no space or no time. Everything is ours, but nothing's really mine. Separation I don't find in my body, soul, or mind. Trinitized, 3 in 1, 1 in 3, intertwined. Niggas high, I Selassie, I live it every time. Royal I and I, peaceful and dignified. Integrate the outer with the inner side and arrive at 0 point. Mount Zion I revitalize. Now my cells glowing like a fireflies. Who is in for a surprise when you open your third eye? On some ayahuasca, DMT, peyote, psilocybin. The weak heart, them I go run, run. The warfare over and done, done. No more bombs, no guns, guns. The age of peace has come, come. We are children of the sun, sun. Royal daughters and sons, sons. God's source where we come from. One is all and all is one.
Yeah, that's right, we are royalty. Anointed by the oil from the royal priest. We got loyalties to what they wrote in geese. Militant life, so we wore fatigues. Ice cream and gold mark on the sleeve. Honoring the king cause he honor me. 3 and a 1, 1 and a 3. Might and the power of the Trinity. Call it synergy. Find your energy. Find your inner God and your inner chi. Your divinity, your identity. Find where you're going, what's meant to be. Took a long time to make sense to me. Cause I never get past the discrepancies. But eventually, well I mentally prepare to take flight and I set to leave. No war, no guns, no bombs, more jobs. Hold on, let's all be strong. More love, no hate, more faith, no fakes. Locate your inner gong. More peace, less beast that feast on concrete streets for way too long. At least the east is reaching out and take us in a palm.
Heart, them I go run, run. The warfare over and done, done. No more bombs, no guns, guns. The age of peace has come, come. We are children of the sun, sun. Royal daughters and sons, sons. God's source where we come from. One is all and all is one. Things sometimes don't change, but still nobody cares. Nobody cares. People and places disappear, but I am still here. I am still here. The more we rise, the more vampires appear and liars appear. The more I and I get wise, if it's too much to bear, then Jah will be there.
To be supreme, what are the odds of it? In a place where our wars define what honor is. Every day we having battles with all kind of shit. But it's up beside the mirror where the challenge lives. Face to face with the ruler of our universe. And we can never see she's reflecting all of our inner work. Our intentions should be something other than riches. Our values don't match our value. We live in a contradiction. Listen, we ask for eternity and we got something more. Now we run away from life just to go to war. Embracing all the struggle like it's a distant brother. Not learning there's no struggle if we embrace each other. But this money got y'all acting different. Ain't no activism, cause activists don't act on a common interest. They want you to choose a side. They divide, you get conquered. The winners get the honor of ranking you as a monster. This is war. Yeah, this is war. tells his story, but it's not the truth. Let alone even relevant to me or you. Tell him eat your stardust when you rolling through. Cause his body ain't nothing but a cosmic coupe. And that's the very thing these humans try to hide from you. They don't want you to see the God that lies inside of you. In this information war, we're being lied to. Because there is no Messiah that is provided to you. There is no supreme being that lives outside of self. And if you don't believe me, your denial's felt. So who am I to try to empower the powerless? Cause for the truth, I push courage out of a coward's chest. Pull verses from universes to encourage purpose. So every rhyme is like a pregnant virgin, birthing diamonds from a lifeless surface. A rising serpent to the eye. Climb that ladder on a spine as we remind the mind that this is war. Yeah, this is war. Yeah, this is war up in your house, war up in your mind. This is war upon your kids, so this is war with all the time. This is war all in your spirit. Can you hear it? Can you feel it? You can smell it through our pores. Our essence is now a weapon for this war.
Creep with me as I crawl through the hood.
Paranormal Hood. Paranormal. 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 Paranormal.
Creep with me.
Paranormal.
Creep with me. Creep with me.
Paranormal Hood.
Creep with me. Creep with me.
Paranormal Hood.
Creep with me. Creep with me. Creep with me.
Welcome to
Paranormal Hood.
Who the fuck is this?
Paranormal Hood.
Who the fuck is this?
Paranormal Hood.
Who the fuck is this?
Paranormal Hood.
If you're feeling lucky, duck, then press your luck.
Creep with me as I crawl through the hood.
We have the paranormal voice of the hood.
Creep with me as I crawl through the hood.
Jiggy and the hoodie.
Creep with me as I crawl through the hood.
You're listening to Paranormal Hood Live Radio with the sound of DJ Ron Flynn. Paranormal Hood.
This is ParanormalHooD. Biggie and the hoodie. Ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Breathe with me as I crawl through the hood.
Paranormal, baby. That's how we doing it, Paranormal Hood.
Paranormal Hood.
Paranormal Hood.
Keeping it on lockdown. All world is in the building.
Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to ride, step into the buckle up. I'ma show you where it's at. We gon' burn a couple blunts, we gon' pop a couple caps. I ain't talking about 4-5s from the strap. Psilocybin driving, so we headed off the map. What you know about? Tasting color, seeing sound with a crystal eye. Turning nothing into something when we alchemize. Vandalize the lies with the truth. Ain't nobody wanna take shots to this proof. All we ever wanted was the answers. Looking for unique, but our vision keep us phantom. Phantom black man, ghost writing in a pentagram. I'm from the place where our thoughts meet the program. Not too many open to the power that they hold. Just know that when we shine, it's the reflection of your soul. Supreme beings moving, watch the galaxy implode. We are not alone. If you're not normal, welcome home. Yeah. Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to ride, step into the I gotta hold on to this feeling. I'll be seeing visions through the folds of the prism. Projecting all wishes, anything I want is given. Paranormal vision, you can call it supervision. Control the superstition, make them wonder how we do it. They seen us in the mud, now we out here making music with the paranormal movement that's stronger than what you deal with. If Jesus was just a fraud, then hallelujah for Judas. Caesar is not the mob, so it just had to be Brutus. They hate when we on our job, cause persecution is useless. Proof that what we doing is more than just making music. Utilizing the truth, drop it off in the hood. Show 'em what's really good, the feeling is understood. We know just what it means to get it by all means. Supreme beings move and watch reality explode. We are not alone, if you're not normal, welcome home. Yeah. Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to ride, step into the portal.
It's my theme music. Every good hero should have some.
20,000 police in the whole town. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Smoke weed every day.
Peace and love, everybody. You are now listening to Paranormal Hood. Peace and love, everybody out there. This is Paranormal Hood.
You may be leaving for now, but your nightmares retreat.
All right, y'all. The crazy train is about to leave the station. All aboard! Choo choo! What's Hood Hoodies? Welcome back. This is Paranormal Hood Live Radio. We're live and direct in the God of Knowledge Studios. I'm your host, Jiggy.
I am Smoking.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Planet Lupa, BGs, UFO Gandalf, Out of Mind, Genocide, Brad Gray. Cheers, mate. G'day to you. Let's see, Drupal Hayes. We don't know Drupal Hayes. We're going to have Jay Leidner vet you to find out if you're a troll before we let you in this Discord, even though I don't even know what the fuck a Discord is. Y'all always teaching me some new shit.
If we're going to have Jay Widener vet her, we'll just accept her anyway. I mean, I know he's just going to, say she's, yeah.
We don't know male or female. I don't know.
Well,
either one.
Jay
Widener. Yeah, okay.
We'll just Jay's on the case. We know he's gonna take care of it, and he'll okay them. And so because he just okays everybody, right? So
Raphael Marquis.
Everybody vets is cool.
Explaining Esoterica. I know they'll be heading over to do their thing on their channel in a few minutes. So thank you for stopping in. Oh, that's hilarious. I don't even know what a Discord is, but I'll find all this shit out. I guess now y'all are bringing me into new shit all the time. So. Listen, we don't need no trolls. Ain't no trolls here. How often? I don't even think we randomly every now and then get a troll. Most of the folks who here legitimately want to be here. There's not a whole lot of bullshit, which is funny because we don't really. The only thing, the chat automatically itself, if you swear or do certain things, their algorithm is going to pick it up and flag it and stuff like that. But we really don't give a fuck. Like, kind of say what you want to say, unless you're racist, sexist, homophobic, misogynist, some stupid shit that doesn't need to be said or done. And we're pretty much cool, have a good time, just be respectful of each other. Other than that, we don't really give a fuck. But yeah, so folks, was Jay being racist or his meds or his cancer? Jay doesn't know what any of that shit is. He's conveniently racist when he's sick or whatever, but whatever. Listen, I've been over it a few times. Some folks only really care about certain things, and most folks don't even care about that aspect of this field, period. Like how it just it's supposed to be so inclusive where it just isn't. And we've discussed it over and over again with different people. Different folks agree with that. So it just kind of is what it is. I know what it is. I'm going to continue to call it out. I'm not going to allow it on any level. It just doesn't make sense. In a field that's supposed to be about peace and love and light, ascension, and all these things that are supposed to be so positive and so beautiful, the idea that anybody is excluded from that based on anything other than the fact that maybe they're a fucking murderer, a killer, and maybe they're the people who would probably need the love and light the most to kind of bring them from the dark side to the light side, if you want to put it that way. But listen, I don't get it, but whatever. We don't do that here. That doesn't get done here. Everybody's welcome. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a conversation, continue to talk about it. Anybody doesn't like it, whatever, Jay, anybody else, they know what they can do. They can kiss my black ass. I don't give a fuck. You're racist, sexist, homophobic, any of that, go fuck yourself. That's how I look at it. You're not about any of the shit that is supposed to be about any of where we're at this point in 2019 on this planet Earth. You're going backwards. Anybody who's into that shit, you're just going backwards.
Meds that make you racist is... Or being sick and you're racist,
So like get the fuck out of my house, leave me alone.
When I was sick and stuff like that, but I didn't all of a sudden turn racist.
I don't know where that came from. I was angry about a lot of things, but I wasn't racist. Especially if you think you're dying. That's the point to me. Like, so you think you're dying, and you want to spend your time being angry at another race or all type of shit and go on some random radio show and talk. If I think I'm dying, I'm not going through any of that. That's the furthest fucking thing from my mind. When I was dying, the thing I was thinking about was my family, about my life here, the people who I'm going to miss, who are probably going to miss me. I wasn't thinking about racist shit. Fuck out of here. Always excuses, but whatever. That's not what we're here to talk about today. We passed this blunt. So, someone we follow who's also a friend of the show, who's actually been on here with us and had a discussion, CW Chanter, has been the first person to, I guess you could say, kind of, well, other than Jimmy Church, because he got a cease and desist letter, but that was Jason Rice. So those are more cease and desist letters. But with CW getting served, you got served. Because CW loves movies. Let's see if you saw that one. So apparently CW received a letter. He was served via email from none other than Corey Goode in his band of attorneys, supposed attorneys, alleged attorneys. Thus far, from what I've gathered, because I do watch CW, I do watch Kelly streams and stuff like that, and pay attention. They know I'm in there, I'm in the chat and stuff. He reached out to these gentlemen with no return calls that we know of. He hasn't spoken anything about it. I feel like with CW, him being a lawyer, knowing the law and stuff like that, had he received any kind of return letter, call, anything that was pertinent, anything that seemed like these were legitimate people, he would have stopped talking about it and let us know that. Like, at this point, I have to stop talking about it. He's been open about the whole thing. He put the letter out. So, one, this dude, Corey, continues to be, I think he's become the biggest joke of the fucking field. Like, he's just turned this into like a paranormal soap opera. It's become like, as the paranormal world turns and shit, like, you're really going to send a dude a letter telling him to stop talking about you and what you're doing and stuff like that, and that he's been threatening you and harassing you. And the verbiage of the letter, like, hold up. My favorite, everybody who's watched CW streams, is it the love interest? The letter itself reads like a Corey Goode script. It reads like something he would write as a script. Literally. I don't know what attorney would write that. I'm not an attorney. I can't speak as an attorney. I don't know much about the law. It's not something I'm well versed in. But it literally sounds like a script to a fucking, like, a bad movie. Like, someone in a movie wrote, like, an attorney wrote a letter to someone, and that was the letter and shit. And that's exactly what it reads like.
I've actually heard, like, more realistic cease and desist letters in movies and shit than what that was. It's like
the love interest. There's the love interest. Hi, love interest. I'll tell you, and Kelly, with you in here, because I know at some point, I don't know if you have to leave, because I know you guys may be doing your tarot readings tonight on the other channel. What I find the most funny about this is the fact that he knows that CW is an attorney, and yet he continues to do things that for some reason he thinks are beneficial. The tagging of all of us in these tweets, like including us in these tweets and stuff to the various law enforcement, you know, bar associations and stuff like that. These people are probably looking at this stuff like, why are we, who is tweeting? What the fuck is going on? You know, and if through all that stuff that he's talked, all this stuff, everybody's supposed to get a letter. I don't know anybody else who's received a letter. We haven't gotten an email. I don't know anybody else who's gotten an email other than CW, because supposedly there were a bunch of people he was supposed to go after and stuff. And maybe some people are just being quiet about it, because unlike CW, maybe they did get one and they're scared. Maybe they think it's legit or something. But I don't understand why he keeps fucking with CW. And the thing about it is, I know somewhere in CW's mind, and he's pretty much said it, he would love for this to actually be legit, just to have the chance to be able to get this dude in the court of law and depose him. Could you imagine CW deposing Corey Goode? That would be like if you were watching a segment of Law and Order or some shit, where you just saw like the worst witness ever just get eaten fucking live by the attorney and shit, who just has him crying like, yeah, okay, I fucking killed everybody, fucking, I did it.
I'm not even a lawyer, and I would fucking represent myself in this if I was. Corey Goode was to sue us or take us to court for anything. I'm like, yeah, don't worry, I don't need a lawyer on this one. I got this.
But this is also, I get what you're saying, Kelly, exactly, because he's the most vocal. But still, like, even though he's the most vocal, you would kind of maybe want to go after the other smaller people and maybe kind of see if you could shake them before you go and shake the attorney of all fucking people to go out with a bunch of bullshit and then send them a fucking attorney letter, via email. Because apparently he knows his real name, he knows where his office and everything is. Why wouldn't he have a legitimately serve with a sheriff or whatever the fuck the people are who serve you?
No, that's a subpoena.
Subpoena?
It's different. A cease and desist letter nowadays can come in an email. You know, an actual lawyer would have mailed, as a certified letter to them and stuff. Maybe sent a copy in email in case the certified letter didn't get there in the mail. You know what I mean? But that's what a real lawyer would do. Like, I haven't gotten cease and desist letters, but I've gotten letters from lawyers and stuff like that. They don't come like regular letters usually.
Because too, couldn't he sue him for waste of time and slandering his name? Like, he could literally turn around and sue Corey for a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, he could already. I mean, for Corey, just calling the bar and saying all the stuff that he's saying and stuff. That's like he's actually messing with his livelihood and everything like that and stuff like that. And CW's an actual honest lawyer. Corey's a con man.
Trying to con an
attorney. There's a big difference there. You know what I mean? Warning people that somebody's a con man is okay to do, but saying, hey, this guy's a lawyer, but we don't want him to be a lawyer anymore because we don't like him.
Out of mind. I think it's more than just. I get what you're saying too about YouTube brings it up a notch because of the visualization and more people watching these shows and stuff like that, like CW's. Steve Cambian's, Joe from the Carolinas, and a bunch of other people who are out there. But I also think it has a lot to do with the fact that a lot of us travel in those same circles and attend these events. Kelly goes to a lot of events. I go to a lot of events. I'm going to International UFO Conference in like 3 weeks in Arizona. CW was at Contact in the Desert. I think that what they're doing also is a fear. Not a fear of confrontation, like again, CW and Kelly. No disrespect to them, they don't look like they're going to hurt a fly unless they had to. Anybody can defend themselves. You never know what somebody's capable of, but they're not the type of people who seem violent or have a violent intent or just go around trying to hurt people. I think it's more the idea that they think people are going to be disruptive or have the ability to do what a lot of them do, hold courts at these same events and start swaying people's attention and their minds away from the bullshit. I think that's what they're most afraid of, because now they have a lot of people being brought into this stuff at these events, and you never know who the speakers are going to be and stuff and who they include. I was a speaker, not one of the big speakers at Conscious Life Expo, but I had a chance to speak there. So I think that's a lot of what their fear is driven to, is the idea of having to deceive. They don't want to look people in the eye. They avoid most of these people. Emery Smith is probably the one who I've seen the most who doesn't really care other than having security, but flows around and talks to people and hangs around. Jimmy does that and stuff, but you don't see David and Corey kind of do that. Billy Carson he kind of does it, but doesn't really do it. A lot of these guys just kind of hide and they stay away because of the fact they don't want to look people in the eye. They don't want to have to see their detractors. They don't want to have to answer the tough questions. They've kind of gone along and not had a whole lot of resistance to this point and just been able to spew this shit all these years. And at this point, it's like, enough. Like, people want answers. I think that's what scares them the most. And when you have somebody like CW who knows the law and talks about them, that also does scare them, obviously. I just hear them talk about all these people who are supposed to get letters and stuff. And again, no one's gotten anything. And there's supposed to be lawsuits and stuff that were coming. That stuff didn't happen. It was just a fucking cease and desist letters.
Corey wouldn't get a real job. He'd fucking go on like fucking disability or some shit, because he'd be like, I'm fucking crazy. I mean, just look at the last fucking time.
Well, doesn't he say he suffers from PTSD and all that type of stuff anyways, based on what? His non-actual military experience and everything, his non-actual life experience. Like, what would he have PTSD from? So that's the shit he'd probably try to play, but good luck with that. I'd like to see him go before. Listen, I know I couldn't get disability. Brain surgery, being shot, all that stuff, laid up for years dealing with this shit. And I couldn't get disability. I would love to see that man go before a disability board and have to sit down and explain to them why he needs he has PTSD and why he needs disability. Good luck with that, Corey Goode. Please, I would love to be a fly on the wall during that fucking hearing.
Well, no, he could probably get like a psychiatrist to be like, yeah, this dude's something's wrong with him up fucking stairs. I mean, he's been talking to blue chicken birds for the last fucking 20 years. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, just look at his life, okay? Something's not right here with this dude. And be like, okay, yep, disability, here you go.
Yeah, he wants to go that route. Good luck with that, though. If that type of stuff ever got out, then it would all just play more. I mean, some people, like, what's the fucking guy's name? Help me, guy. I don't even remember his fucking name anymore. Damon T. Barry.
Yeah, Damon.
Who pretty much had said that he had got his family had him locked up. We don't know if that's true, but he put that out there and said that he had spent time locked up based on what he was saying to his family, his experience when he died and walked with God and blah, 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 and became the He-Wo, Mogwai, Majigo, Ninja, whatever the fuck he is.
He definitely ain't a ninja. He will Jumanji or something like that. Yeah, he will Jumanji. I think that's what it was.
Jonaside said those guys on YouTube.
It just sounds like he took He-Man and put it with Jumanji. It's like I'm He-Man.
Next thing you know, he's gonna have.
And Jumanji came on after He-Man, so he's like, I'll be he will Jumanji.
Oh, me too, UFO Gandalf. Just get up and tell some folks, like in a legal setting, on any kind of setting, about the 20 and back. Like explain any of it. Exactly, all of it. Like all these stories that you've told based on the fact that you said you got stuck in the eye and all of a sudden your mind remembered all this shit and everything. You're literally going to sit in front of a bunch of professionals.
All I would have to do, I would just go and I would be like, this is Exhibit A. And I would put a fucking tape in and it would just be Corey Goode talking and with his videos and telling all his fantastical imagination land bullshit. And I'd be like, I rest my case. Thank you.
Maybe he can get Johnny Cochran's ghost.
And then the judge would be like, yep, I rule in favor of the defendant. Reverse the things. He gets all the money. You give him the money. I feel bad for you that you had to watch all that and everything. I'm sorry for you, sir. Corey, just leave my court. Don't ever come back here again.
If we ever see you again, sir.
I wouldn't have to do nothing. I'd just be like, yeah, that's it.
Good night.
Good night. Love you.
9/11. What's up, Chris? Listen, yeah, I would just love to see it, though. You kind of, like, I don't want CW to have to go through all that type of stuff, but on some level, somebody you'd want to see this dude have to, like, even the Marvel shit. Like, he ever really had to go to court with Marvel? Like, just to even say some of that type of stuff. But with that, though, it was science fiction. He'd be like, I'm making a science fiction book, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, exactly. Your question's the settlement with Marvel. Who knows? Marvel just probably was like, whatever, we don't even care. It's so fucking irrelevant. He's probably going to sell 3 books anyways, or to his 100 people that are willing to buy that book. They're like, is it even worth to continue battling with this dude? Marvel's making so much fucking money right now. Someone like Corey Goode is nothing. Their attorneys are probably like, listen, let this dude sell his little stupid book. It's going to be on Amazon, and he's going to sell, there'll be 10 fucking reviews of it that'll say it was the best thing ever. It's going to be him and his fucking family and friends and shit. And they're like, move on. We got bigger things to do. Let's invest our money in the next movies and shit. They're not worried about that shit. They're done with that shit. What type of family life must he provide? I don't know. I've met his wife. I met his wife before I knew who he was, but I had never really met him. I saw him speak and stuff, but I met his wife and whatever. Whatever. But listen, I want to see it play out. I'd like to see how this. It's not going to play out. I don't see it going any further. CW again at this point, because that was last Friday, I believe, when he received. Kelly, if you're still here, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he got that either Thursday night or Friday when he spoke about it, and he said he was going to try to contact them. And he did leave them, and hopefully they would call him back by Monday. And here it is, Thursday. Any attorney, wouldn't they have reached out to him at this point? Wouldn't they have called him back? Mm-hmm. They probably listened to their thing like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Like, whatever, keep it moving. They probably don't even care. But yeah, so if it was Friday and here we are almost a week later, they have not returned CW's calls. What kind of attorneys are those? The client, if you're Corey and you're the client, like, well, has he, did you call him back? What did he say? What happened? Would they be having to tell him something, give him some kind of update? This is how you know this seems like this complete
Corey
bullshit.
Would be on his fucking lawyers' fucking ass all day. What's going on? Can we sue him yet? Is he gonna stop? Is he gonna stop harassing me? He's gonna stop telling everybody the truth.
Yeah, so there you go.
Goodness.
He hasn't even heard from the big attorneys thus far. Thank you for this information, Kelly, too. Because like I said, I do listen to the streams and stuff, and thus far, CW seems like he would be straightforward and honest. If he received something that he thought was legitimate, he'd be like, guys, at this point, I'm no longer able to talk about this. I'm not going to talk about it, and it's going to play out however it plays out. He has not done that. He continues to talk about the guy. And again, I'm going to, in case Corey ever tries to use this in any way as some form of defense. It's not a defense for you. When I say that CW talks about you, we're talking the same things here. They're talking the same things on Joe from the Carolinas. There's plenty of people talking about you and the same things. What folks are doing are they are questioning the legitimacy of the stuff that you say.
As a public figure who is publicly making these statements.
I have receipts, plenty of them, as I'm sure Explaining Esoterica does. Even Bohemian Exile, who I met him and his wife at Conscious Life Expo. He's been to, so you have receipts for actually spending our money to go to these events to hear you folks talk and to see you people in person and stuff like that. We actually spend our time in looking at your YouTube videos and stuff like that. So we
And
actually listen to your stuff. We are actually
to
people who at some point
Speak the
were
stuff that you
interested
say
in what
is
you were
true,
saying and thought
and
there's a
it's gonna be
possibility. Well,
bullshit.
we'll see if it's true. And we found to believe for ourselves that it's not true. So
no, it's
with
not
that
true.
being said, you're going after one person. Why aren't you going after everybody? Because you know it's not
he
something
adds
you
us,
can
but
win.
He hasn't said. I don't think he has our email address yet.
No, ParanormalHooD, official ParanormalHooD at gmail.com, ParanormalHooD at AOL.com. What else do you need? It's where it's pretty easy to find. You know what I mean? If you need the email, there it is. Okay, you can email us too. Good luck. Don't let the ParanormalHooD shit fool you. Okay, don't ever let that shit fool you. We're not stupid enough to believe any of this type of shit, so we're gonna continue just like CW, other people, when it's time and when you put stuff out there. To
I'm
question
going
it.
live the minute I get that fucking email. If we get that email, we going live as soon as possible.
Bring it.
You won't even see our faces. It's just gonna be that email across the screen. I'll screen share that shit. I'll send you guys all a copy.
He said he got Wesley Snipes' lawyer. So Wesley Snipes' lawyer didn't do too good for him. Didn't he go to jail?
That's why
he
it's
went to
Corey
federal
Goode got
prison.
him.
Hey, Bohemian Exile, because you might be someone. Because are you going to what is it? What is the fuck COD or whatever? What is
I
it?
don't know. Are you going to Corey Goode's fucking
Something. What is it? What is that
thing?
fucking event they're doing? That's happening soon.
Get in there with the camera.
DOD, Dimensions of Disclosure. I'm just wondering, are you going? I'd like to know someone who is. I would just like to know one person who's going, because apparently Cliff High was blocked. I'm sure if they saw names like ours and stuff like that, they'd be like, no, you're not the kind of people we want here. I'd be like, good luck with that shit. I'm going to go get the NAACP involved. You saying you don't want my kind here? What's my kind of people?
They don't
The
know.
Urban
They don't
League.
know my name.
They don't have to know anybody's names. I mean,
Exactly.
whatever. But I want
How
to
you
go someplace, go
gonna
all the way
block
there to
me?
act stupid and shit. No, not this year. If anybody knows anybody, if anybody plans on attending, please let me know. I'd love to talk to that person after they go. Bohemian Exile, cheers to you, because you were very honest and shared with us about your Ascension Mystery School experience. So,
When you found out how much of an ass David Wilcock is.
awesome, UFO Gandalf. I still don't know what that means, but I'll figure it out eventually. I am the most non-technical person in the world. Got every kind of gadget in the world. Like I said, you're gonna make me use my fucking laptop, my Mac thing. Is that what you call it, a Mac? Yeah, isn't that even what it's even called? I don't know. It's an expensive ass fucking thing that came from China in 2.5 days. Go figure. Anyways, but yeah, I'll figure it out afterwards. I'll go through the whatever process is, and I can actually message you whatever if I need help. I know you're hours ahead of us, so I know you'll contact me back if and when you can. But hopefully I'll be able to figure it out. I'm not that dumb, but just not that technically savvy.
They're days ahead of us.
They're days what?
He's a day ahead, but it's already tomorrow in Australia.
It's already tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh. Isn't it already tomorrow in England too? Yeah. Okay. So, but okay. Anyways, but yeah.
But they're like Australia, like is.
It's a blog channel. Your video links go in. How you doing, Richard Moonchild? Welcome. All right, yeah, I'll figure it out. CW is the most untechnical. That's bullshit. He does a show. I don't listen. All this technical shit that goes on. Shout out to him and to Wiz, because without them, this shit would listen. If you know how ParanormalHooD started, that shit started with the fucking cell phones and shit. We've come a long fucking way, baby. Trust me. So I am much less technical than CW. He is able to do a show on different nights and hold this shit down. I can't do that shit.
Yeah, he didn't even know to pick up his phone and look up Discord what it is.
And what's the other thing? Thumbnails and shit. I just learned what the fuck a thumb. And then all these words I've learned from you people, doxing and shit. What else? There's all these different words that come. What the fuck was doxing?
You need to read more. Expand your vocabulary. Get Reader's Digest to give you all those fancy words of the month and everything.
Nope. See,
like
Jonas
that
side
and
is right. Jiggy just sits here, smokes, and shares wisdom. The Welsh. Oh, yeah, cause that's what Sean Connery is, and he's in the Welsh Discord. Gotcha. Dude, did you see that video Davey did of him?
No, I didn't see it.
Davey actually did a video of him listening to me talk about the fact that I thought Sean Connery was Welsh, and I didn't know that Edinburgh was in Scotland. And then after about 20 minutes of him finally giving up the fact that the man was Scottish. Pretty damn funny. Hey, BS, brain surgery. I can always claim brain surgery. What's going on, Brandon? Welcome, brother. Good to see you. Yeah, so back to the whole CW thing and stuff, folks. I don't want to see, I'm sure the CW has a life. He has better things to do at this time. But I'm pretty sure if that shit ever got taken to any kind of level, that he would just be sitting there fucking just, them hands would just be like, yes, gotcha. Because he's going to eat the man up. It's going, again, it would be like a fucking watching any of those fucking lawyer shows where they just take the fucking defendant, next thing the defendant, all right, I fucking killed everybody. Fuck, if the bodies are buried here, just let me go, all right? And he's looking around like, fuck, motherfucker got me. I can see that happening. Corey's not a good actor. He's not a good writer. He's not talented. There's nothing about that man that if you put him in front of a trained attorney in a court of law, in front of a jury, any of that type of stuff, that man is not going to fucking crack. He does not want to be there in the first place. He is doing this. This is all pomp and circumstance. This is all fucking smoke and mirrors. This is just him having to put something out there. Because CW is talking about it, he can take bits and pieces of that and go to his list and say, see, I told you, this is going on. It's happening. And the main character, that main guy, is the one that's going to get it the most. He's going to get it. I'm going to drop a Moab on him. Still waiting. Sounds like a whole lot of other people who talk about dropping Moabs and shit. Still waiting. Haven't seen it yet. I want to see it happen, Corey. I gave you our email too. Get the email us. Have your attorney email us. If you want, I can give you my attorney's email. You have your attorney email my attorney. He's a good friend of mine. Really good friend of mine. My attorney for a long time.
My attorney is myself. I don't need an attorney against you. You could have fucking all the lawyers in the world, dude.
Fuck around.
All I'm gonna do is play a tape. That's it.
You know what we should do? We should do, as paranormal investigators, we should see if we could conjure the ghosts of Johnny Cochran and Robert Kardashian Sr.
Yeah, and they can represent us.
Yeah, they could be our lawyers. There you go. That's what we need to do. Some old ghost shit. Get the best attorneys around. Corey sued Guy and settled with Marvel. But did he pay Marvel, or did Marvel just say, fuck it, like settle, like how, where the fuck would this dude get money to pay Marvel? Like, I don't understand how, Marvel's such a big fucking conglomerate, like how much money would he have to pay them to be able to use that name? I feel like he may say that, but I feel like Marvel was just like, fuck it, let it go. Like, let the dude do his little fucking book. That book is, have you seen the cover? Has anybody seen the actual artwork for that shit? It's like Corey in the middle, surrounded by aliens. Like, he's like the coming savior type shit. How many fucking copies of that book do you actually fucking think he's going to sell? Come on. Do you think Marvel wants to spend their time?
100.
If he's lucky. His
Maybe,
followers
maybe
and shit.
1,000. Yeah, that's what I mean. He's got a couple of his followers. It ain't gonna be a big, huge fucking breakout book. Fucking everybody in the world is all of a sudden fucking buying Corey Goode's fucking comic book or fucking graphic novel, whatever the fuck it is.
He also lacks the venues to sell them anymore because he's not featured at all the same shows and stuff where they push all their merchandise and have tables and stuff set up. And I'm sure he'd have Phoenix sitting there at a table like, oh, my husband's books are here. Come and get it. It's a new one. Return of the fucking Stupidians. Capital One and the Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas. Okay. Yeah. Guess what? I worked for Chrysler. I worked for Filene's Corporation. I was a fucking auditor for Chrysler. I worked in Filene's fucking credit department. What does that mean? I can skip trace. I can do all that shit that they have you do at Capital One and Citibank and everything. I learned all that type of shit. What does that mean? He doesn't have any big. What big money behind him? Maybe now he has a little bit of money from fucking Edge of Wonder, but what big money is behind him? Where is it? These dudes are always complaining. Go back and have you studied the history of Corey? He's complained about being broke and how he just got his life back together and all this type of stuff. Where is all this money at? The traveling and stuff that he shows you, the hiking in the woods behind his house, but when they're traveling, it's when they're speaking and stuff, but he's not even really doing that anymore. Like, where is he really being featured? Edge of Wonder is helping him, featuring him and stuff, but where's he at? Where's all the traveling? Where's all this money? Please, I'd elaborate. If he had all this money, Bohemian X out, he was legitimate, he'd have a legitimate attorney talking as he fought
Send
Marvel.
A certified
Actually, the way, right? Do you think that he had a fucking
to CW instead of emailing a bullshit fucking goddamn letter he wrote himself and fucking attached to some random fucking lawyer letterhead across?
Because I'm pretty sure he didn't do that shit to Marvel. Marvel looked at that shit. What the fuck? They probably wouldn't even have got that email. That shit would have went to their junk file and shit. Like, what the fuck is this? He got big money behind him. I don't know about all that.
I should have a whole bunch of money. Fucking 320 backs, all that military service,
exactly.
Man. Woo! That's a lot of pension money.
That's what he should be going after.
God damn.
Right? Did he get a paycheck from them still? What's his retirement look like from all his military service? That man did the military service of fucking 20 fucking men. He should have a nice fat bank account. He should be collecting. That's where his money should be. That should be the money behind him. You actually correct.
He shouldn't have been broke, fucking needing a fucking place to live and stuff like that when he met David Wilcock and everything.
Exactly.
Oh
and
God, we don't know what we're gonna do now.
All that stuff he learned from his glass tablets.
Oh no.
He should. These people should be millionaires, if not billionaires. Him, Emery Smith, with the fucking multiple fucking PhDs, and he's an astronaut and everything. They tend to sound like they're the smartest people on the fucking planet, yet they're all broke and doing nothing to advance not only themselves but mankind. You would think that these people who have been through all these elaborate, crazy experiences would have something, some kind of technical knowledge in their head, something tangible they could put on the table that would make them stand out in society, to make them the actual money that they should be able to make. We know actual astrophysicists and stuff who've been here on the show, who have sat on this fucking couch and talked to us and talked to you, and these people have went to school, spent their time, did their education the proper way, who work for NASA, DARPA, different companies and stuff like that, who actually make money, who actually function like normal human beings. They're not doing GoFundMes. They're not asking money for any help. They're actually going out there in their field of science and doing the work. If these folks were so fucking intelligent and had all this type of experience, they would be doing the same thing. I keep stressing the fact that these people would be rock stars. They are only rock stars within this community. Outside of this community, other than maybe Bob Lazar has become a bigger rock star now because of Joe Rogan. Without Joe Rogan, Bob Lazar and that whole fucking, his Area 51 fucking documentary, which spiked, of course, in views after the Joe Rogan interview, would still be a mediocre thing that Netflix was trying to push. Come on. I just don't see it. Bob Lazar, another one. Yeah, he's had his little companies and stuff like that. He shouldn't need anything. He should be he's done nothing, again, coming back out 30 years later to advance this field in any fucking way whatsoever. The only thing he's done is advance his pockets, and now Jeremy Corbell's and whoever else is involved in what Bob Lazar is doing currently. That's part of the con. If he came on and said, I work for the big banks, people would doubt him, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, so that's what it is. He is a con. That's part of the con, too, you're saying? So 20 years. That he worked for the big banks and it's all just about money?
He'd be getting close to $20,000 a month in military pension alone, if not more. But, I mean, because he's, special fucking space fucking force and shit. This is just for a fucking little... This dude's not even a fucking officer or anything like that. And he was... I'm just doing the math and shit based off of what a 20-year fucking person in the military would get, and then 3 20-year fucking you know what I mean? He'd be getting close to $20,000. That's just, but that's just based off of a fucking grunt's fucking military pay. When he's out after 20 years. Corey Goode, he's a fucking ambassador to alien fucking blue fucking chickens.
And who else in the Middle Earth? Them too. He's like the ambassador to everybody. But yet this man has all these problems. Yeah. Show and prove anything.
I don't know.
I'd love to see something happen with it. Sounds real good, Mr. Good. But, again.
So, if he ain't getting nothing from all that shit when he got out of the fucking, when he left the military and stuff like that, like, what the fuck did you do it for? Why'd you keep doing it? Did you ever get paid for any of that work, Corey Good? I forgot. That's right. They just kidnapped him and they forced him, so he was a slave, basically. Wow. So he's all gung-ho about all this shit that's going on after they made him a slave. Are these the good guys? Are these the good guys or the bad guys?
To carry me home.
I'm fucking confused here on this one now because, you know, I mean, they kidnapped him when he was a fucking kid. I mean, there's a little...
Wait, but you know, you know what it is?
That might be some repressed memory shit going off on that one right there and shit.
I think Corey's a few days older than me because his birthday is February 22nd. Mine's the 25th. But I think what it is on his 50th birthday, maybe that's when it all kicks in. Maybe he gets his retirement package and he gets to live the high life. He even gets to go to Mars on vacations and shit and everything. Maybe that's what it is. This is why he got PTSD. He's got PTSD trying to figure out constantly how to fucking keep this bullshit going. No way, no shape or form has this man proved anything. Even if you listen to him speak himself. What was that thing we watched the other day? That video series we were watching. The Cosmic Conman stuff, whatever, or the Cosmic Con.
The Shady Bunch?
Yeah, and he was just listening to him speak, and he doesn't... He knows he has no tangible proof. He said it himself. He has no way of really proving anything. You know, it just sounds really good.
He says it himself all the time. I don't...
Yeah, he's the same. We're like 3 days apart in age, like literally. We're both, we're both 49 years old. It's either I'm February 25th, I believe he's February 22nd. So he's like 3 days older than me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anybody want to stick a needle in my eye so I can figure out if I did any 20 impacts? Maybe it's like all these gray hairs now. Fuck out of here. This dude. I wonder, like, CW should, like, I wonder if CW could send like a letter back as an attorney, like, yeah, and can you have your like client answer these following questions? Just have him answer this fucking questionnaire for you and me. Just, you know, appease my sense of humor, please.
Now, as an attorney, if I a CW, I would send an actual cease and desist letter to Corey and see what happens. Because he can do that. He can write, you know, I mean, that cease and desist, like CW says, it is basically just an angry lawyer letter. You don't have to cease and desist. There could be repercussions if you don't, you know, stop doing what the cease and desist is asking you to do. Especially if it comes from an actual lawyer and stuff like that. In this case, I wouldn't worry two fucks about it. Anything that Corey Good sends you, I wouldn't worry fucking anything about it.
Yeah, I'd like to see him send some evidence. That'd be cool. Why don't you send some evidence, Corey? Huh, Corey? Going after poor CW and his love interest. Dude, that shit reads like a script. Thank you, CW, from the bottom of my heart for you sharing that shit. Because just listening to it, it's like, who the fuck wrote that? Like, even the attorney wrote that.
Corey definitely wrote. You can tell that's fucking Corey's fucking bullshit.
It's storytelling from his perspective.
David was right there with him.
And make sure that you mention that chick with the blue, whatever hair color she has today. Make sure you mention her in that letter because now you're going to get at him.
Tell her
and he's
she
going to
can't
know
do
that you
purple
know that
anymore
you know what you
because
know.
That's the color of my favorite shirt, and she can't. Yeah, she has to cease and desist with the purple hair because that's my color.
What you need to do is sit down, Corey, and write CW an angry letter. Once you write him that letter, things will change. He's going to know that you're serious, okay? And then we'll send one to everybody else, too, who we're going to get in the tribunals.
Will you put the purple shirt on and do that?
Oh, God. Anybody got a purple shirt? Yeah, I'll put on the purple shirt and do right there.
That's a new challenge right there. Let's start a new fucking internet fucking challenge thing right now. Get a fucking purple shirt and do a David Wilcox impression, everybody. Fucking let's make that go viral.
But even Planet Lupa raise money and do what? Like waste CW's time. Like CW has a life. I'm sure he would jump at the chance to be able to depose this dude, but it would just be a whole lot of something for nothing. And to truly from our side to try to be and practice what we're supposed to all be preaching, peace and love and light. Like, why even waste your time going after this dude? Like, why even put CW in that situation?
Exactly. If this dude actually comes through, CW got it handled.
Yeah.
And, I mean, as nice as we'd all want to see it happen sooner than later, but...
You going to grab a taco? Be right back. Okay. Enjoy your taco. It's Taco Thursdays. David was with Corey holding this, so those two are hilarious. They don't even seem comfortable together anymore. They're just like, all right, we're going to keep up the facade because it's the only way that if we keep the band together, what's left of the band, now people will still fall for this. I mean, we're going to be like the Beatles. Like, you know, when John and everybody stopped getting along, but we've got to keep singing, okay? We've got to keep doing this, guys. This is important. Elizabeth needs more karate classes. Oh man, it's funny. It's hilarious. It's to sit back and watch it, and they couldn't have picked a better person in CW to give that kind of ammunition to give to somebody who has no problem speaking about it. He's not scared. He's not timid. He's not swayed by you all's bullshit, Corey, and your boy DW, anybody else who might be involved in this bullshit. He's not swayed by you guys. You're not used to someone who...
I'm not swayed by...
Oh, like, listen. If we were, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Thank you, BGs. I spend my time practicing that dude. I love imitating him because he is an ass clown. I remember as a kid, like, taking theater classes and stuff for school shit and everything, but I never really took, like, hardcore theater classes. But when you watch that dude, the whole camera thing, like, okay, Elizabeth, make sure the cameras are on. One angle and stuff like that. He reeks of somebody who is taking like acting classes and on-camera classes, even if he was doing on YouTube and stuff, just to try to get.
It's just the bullshit, because that's the way they do shit over a guy. If you ever watch a guy fucking broadcast and stuff, he's just remembering the stuff that he did from fucking Gaia.
Jay Widener taught me how to do this, so I'm going to use this.
That's the closest fucking thing to actual fucking TV fucking recording and anything that he's ever gotten is fucking Gaia TV.
Without Jay Widener, we'd still be sitting there looking stupid, even though we look stupid, just not as stupid as we used to look, because now it looks kind of professional, I think. Thanks, Jay.
Because if you go and you look at it, it's the same fucking thing as this guy fucking interviews, except now it's his fucking wife's holding the camera or whatever. She might have been holding it during the Gaia fucking shit too. Who the fuck knows? Jay Widener's over there like, yeah, Elizabeth, just stand here with this camera and point this way. And then every couple of minutes, just walk over to this camera and hold this camera. Dave, when she walks over to that camera, you slowly pan your head over to this camera.
Just look at your wife. Just always look at your wife.
Always
just follow your wife. Jonathan,
don't smile too much. You got to do something with those teeth some point, David. And now, of course, you know, it's got those veneers. I mean, fucking, I got a big announcement. Fucking, I'm gonna do a 3-hour stream about my new teeth. Like legit, fucking. It's like we got big announcements about disclosure coming, and it's 3 hours of him talking about his new teeth. I was waiting to hear what he had to say about the new disclosure stuff. I'm like, oh great, some more bullshit.
I just want to thank Pete Peterson
but I was
and everybody who donated to his GoFundMe, because as you can see, I successfully got the choppers in. I know they're a little fucked up right now, but after a little practice, they're going to look good. And then we'll continue to put out shitty videos that nobody gives a fuck about, stupid trees following, and a bunch of shit that's never going to happen, guys. Thanks for the teeth. Pete's veneers. Exactly, BGs. You read my mind. The letter email said he's not allowed to have contact with his co-conspirators.
All the co-conspirators.
Yeah, well, no, but the co-conspirators I think were mentioned were like Jay Widener and Cliff High and Kelly, the love interest. You're going to tell the man he can't have... What?
That's why it was the funniest shit. That's the best part of it.
You can't see your girl, yo.
His love interest. Yeah, okay.
Uh-huh. Love interest number one.
An actual lawyer would be like, yeah, no, we're not touching that. We can't, no, you can't,
The attorney's probably like...
I've watched enough Law and Order to know that you don't do that. Corey thinks he's better than Law and Order right now.
Yo, he's on YouTube watching everything he can. Edge of Wonder is pretty obviously set up. Money behind them. They promote Corey. Yeah, the Edge of Wonder was like, fuck it. What can we do ourselves to kind of move ourselves into some position? They got a little bit of money behind them. Who can we use to position ourselves? And that's what they're doing. They're preparing their...
That's what they're trying to do, but it's not working. It ain't going to work. Like, he can dump as much money as he wants into it. Everybody knows he's full of shit. His numbers are getting smaller, and all the people who no longer believe him or are finding out about who he is and are like, wow, people actually believe this fucker. You know, his detractors are growing. It's, you know.
Listen.
It's not because of YouTube algorithms or anything like that. It's because all these people.
It's because the Dark Alliance, those darkies, are over there blocking our stuff. They're making it so you can't see our stuff. They're moving their forces against us. But don't worry, QAnus is going to make something happen soon. Our Orange God is going to make something happen soon. Things will be in our favor. You watch, and then the Kabbalah arrests will start happening. Guantanamo Bay will be filled with people getting hanged every day, and you're going to know I'm right, and then we're going to ascend. And the rest of you fuckers can stay here. Bye. I'm still waiting for him to leave. Ascension Mystery School happened, everything. I thought Ascension was supposed to happen. Why are these fuckers still here? Can you leave us to our miserable planet and go on wherever you're supposed to go? Go to 5D, 4D, whatever D you all want, because y'all seem to want the D so bad. But you're still here amongst the rest of us heathens. Corey is going to burn the bridge with... Yeah, or whatever. Or Edge of Wonder will just get tired of pushing their shit and try to figure some other shit to push themselves. They may just realize it's not going to do too much for them. I mean, it's working out from the sense that now, like, they're at, Dimension of Disclosure. I know they're going to be at Disclosure Con sometime in October. So for them, it's kind of working a little bit, too. It works in their favor as well. You know, now they're hosting stuff. They're becoming the host of these events and stuff like that and getting to speak and everything. So even though Corey, other than Dimension of Disclosure, isn't speaking any other place, they are, interesting enough. So you kind of have to watch how they maneuver, too. There's something in it for them, obviously. So putting a little bit of money behind somebody like that may not open the door so much for Corey everywhere, but it will open the door more for them. So that may possibly be their agenda. Listen, what's the fucking Rob? I don't know what the fuck his last name is. It's because it's what is it? Ben and Rob, right? Rob blocked me. I don't think I've said one word to this fucker on fucking Twitter. I was just including a bunch of tweets, and that bitch blocked me. So fuck him. So I hope I may go to Disclosure Con, and who knows, to say hi. I just like to say hi to people. You know, how you doing? Ben he's still, whatever, he hasn't blocked me, so whatever. He's actually responded to tweets that, again, I haven't said anything in, but he's responded to, and I've been in them, so whatever. I guess maybe he's the only one with some fucking balls. A lot of the stuff Corey says is true. He says that he is actually the Dark Alliance and spinning a web of lies. But what is he? Bohemian Exile, I know, man. I know where you stand in a lot of this stuff. Listen, believe what you want, brother. I just don't see any of it being true. I just see Corey as some fucking lying, fucking wannabe C-D actor who is in Hollywood pretty much in his own way and found his own little niche. He's like every one of us who were into comic books, really, really heavy into sci-fi, who wanted to fucking go to Hollywood and fucking be able to live out our fantasies and stuff like that as kids. He just never grew up. He's Peter fucking Pan, dude. This guy does not want to grow up. He wants to live out his wildest fantasies, and he was able to find a segment of the society who were willing to accept his script. Listen to that word I'm using, script. Because for everything it is scripted. It's poorly scripted, but it's all scripted out. It reads of bad science fiction. This is a man who just wanted to write science fiction movies and probably sent them in, and everybody laughed. It was like, what the fuck is this? No, sorry, no. Nobody wanted it. So he found this field. And he found people who, all of us, who want to find the truth. I don't believe there's any truth in anything that Corey says. There's no little bit of truth in any of it. This man has just pretty much seemed like he's just made up the most Fantastic stories and has no way to back any of it up. If any of this shit was true about Corey being in the military, he would be a different kind of person. He would speak different. Having those experiences, 60 years of experiences in space and all this type of stuff, this dude would have thicker skin. He would be much more methodical. He would be much more thought out. These people say that talking to blue aliens and all that type of stuff, they have the key, that they're telling what's going to happen to us and how all these beautiful things and aliens are going to come into us. Why would this man be paranoid? Why would he be worried about anything? If you know how the story is supposed to end, would you worry about
Why
anything?
would you care what CW is saying, or what we are saying, or what Joe from the Carolinas is saying, or what anybody is saying about you?
It would be irrelevant.
If you know everything that you're saying is true, and you got blue avians and Secret Space Force stuff, and you know all this stuff is true, what would you even care for? Why would you need to sue people and cease and desist letters? Any of that stuff at all. If you got the backing of a Secret Space Alliance fucking and blue avians and fucking triangle fucking headed beings and all that other shit, you would just sit back and be like, I ain't got to worry about any of this stuff. I'm all set. And you would go and you would meditate on your little fucking cliff there and fucking on your little hike. And you'd be like, I'm loving light. La, 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 la. I don't need to fucking hear any of this stuff. I don't care. The Blue Avians and all this, the QAnons and everybody's going to take care of the Dark Alliance. I don't have to worry about anything.
You know what's crazy?
But instead, CW gets a cease and desist letter. Jimmy Church gets a cease and desist letter. Jason Rice gets a cease and desist letter. You know, who else has gotten one that just hasn't said anything or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if Joe from Carolinas would say it or not. Whatever. It's just, if we get one, I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous. Dude, you're a fucking Secret Space Force fucking agent that's fucking protected by blue avians and fucking triangle-headed fucking beings and shit.
Don't say that, BG's. Uni cock block will run with that shit. You know, the funny thing about it, look at like bunks and stuff like that. People who actually study Zen life and quality stuff, they're not worried about any of that shit. Do you think they spend their time worried about anything that that a Corey Goode is worried about? Nothing about the psyops.
Dalai Lama don't give a fuck what you say about him.
The psyop is to make people think about him.
Straight up fucking legit fucking harass, like, I mean, not like fucking death threats and stuff like that, but you could like seriously like say some fucking crazy shit about the fucking goddamn Dalai Lama and shit. Even the Pope and stuff like that. And they don't fucking send cease and desist letters and stuff like that. They're like, it's okay. God will take care of it.
Go with God.
Peace and love. Go with God. All that other fucking happy horse fucking woo-woo bullshit that these fucking enlightened fucking spiritual fucking religious fucking masters and shit would do. Corey Goode, on the other hand, is like, oh no, CW's talking about me. What am I going to do?
You know what to do. You know what you got to do, Corey. You've got to go over there and strike first, drop a Moab on him. Fuck out of here. Nothing. I don't know if Wyden has received one. Groovy Bean is no longer which doesn't follow. We're not friends on Twitter anymore or whatever. I don't know what they've received. I don't follow Widener. I don't really give a fuck about what this dude has to say. So you'd have to ask them, or anybody who follows them may know. But those are the other people who were mentioned and pretty much talked about, but yet, again, nothing. BG's, I still dig that, though. That's funny as shit. So, haven't got one. I don't know anybody else who's got one. It just seems like CW is the main target. Maybe they're like, we'll go after the voice. We'll focus on the main one. And then the other ones will be scared and go running. Bum, bum, bum. Ain't no one scared.
You ugly, you're ugly, and your mother ugly, and your sister ugly. You just plain old ugly.
They talk a good game. Oh, I wish CW could just it would be so much fun. Could you imagine that too, if he could stream it live and shit? Like he was able to like convince the court to stream it live so that everybody could watch it live and we could see that shit just play out in real time. Him questioning Corey. I would, that's whose voice I need to study is CW's. You need to figure out how to do a CW voice and then do him talking to Corey and shit. Like, would anybody not do a CW voice? Just hear him fucking just talking to him. Corey, I'm not trying to do a CW voice, so I'm not even tempted, but just the questions. So you claim that you did 60 years, 20 and back, right? So how did this process work? Huh? I can't talk about it. It's classified. Mm-hmm. Corey would just plead the fifth. Because he could plead the fifth, but then if he pleads the fifth, he would lose his case anyways. That'd be go all the way to court, and Corey's like, I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. CW's doling
Again,
up.
I wouldn't have to question him. Wouldn't have to do anything. I would just say, Your Honor, I'd like to enter in as evidence Exhibit A here, and I would push it to fucking big screen TV, and I would fucking hit play on YouTube. And just run a fucking playlist of fucking down a fucking Corey Goode's fucking videos. Every single Corey Goode video, I'd be like, okay, I'd be like, this is Exhibit A, this is B, this is whatever I'd have to do, you know what I mean? Make it fucking, you know, I'd be like, just boom. The judge would ask me to stop after the first fucking video. He'd be like, okay, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. That's it. I'm ready to make my decision in this case.
This shit is over. Listen, it ain't gonna it wouldn't go anywhere. Corey knows it's not going anywhere. This is what he does. This is how they all, even him, DW, this is their modus operandi. You have to keep the con going. You have to keep people thinking something. CW and others, with CW, him seeing him in the leading the charge, and others have taken up the course, and now there are people talking about it. So what do I have to do? I've got to make sure that my followers, they know that I'm prepared to battle and stand my ground. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. There's an email. Come on, Corey. You can do better. You got to be able to do better, dude. As smart as you are, all that service to the country, to the galaxy, to the aliens, to everything else, you got to be smarter than this. Come on, dude.
Come on, dude. You had glass tablets with all the fucking information in the world fucking on them.
For real.
Anything that you wanted, you had fucking ultimate clearance levels, I guess. I mean, you had fucking all this access to all this stuff. I mean,
you know him, Billy Carson, all these motherfuckers claim how smart they are.
Oh,
you
want to talk about Billy? Oh man,
let's fucking go on Billy. Motherfuckers.
Oh boy, Billy, fucking Billy.
What do you call him, Roach Carson? Roach instead of Coach? Roach Carson?
Roach Billy Carson. Roach Bully Carson. That's what he is. He's a fucking bully. See his new video out there fucking intimidating people and stuff, telling people all the fucking bullshit that he fucking talks.
You don't gotta be broke and woke. Yeah, motherfucker. You just gotta
being
go around
woke
brag
doesn't
stuff.
mean being broke. Yeah.
You gotta be a boss.
He's balling out with your fur and your fucking shades on.
Okay, hold on. Bohemian Exile, let me ask you a question, though. If you really think this dude is somebody's paid this information, who the fuck would pay him? Here's the problem. You would not pay somebody like him to be that representative. Somebody like John D'Souza would make more sense. Somebody who actually was an FBI agent. He's willing to walk the walk, talk the talk. He's out there making the circuit. He's very convincing in the way he speaks. He's got a lot of stuff. He's got a great presentation. So that very eloquently spoken man. That would make sense when you say somebody like him.
Is a lopper.
That's all he is. David Wilcox and these guys, they're the birds of the feather. They're just weak-minded, weak motherfuckers with no fucking backbone, with some bullshit-ass stories, who are fucking nerds.
They were no good at D&D, fucking... they started fucking making up alien fucking
The video
stories.
game clans didn't work out for them. They weren't good at the video games, and here we are. Like, you're just giving this dude way too much credit. Like I said, there are some people I could believe, like a John D'Souza, different people who could be disinformation agents. That makes sense. They have the paperwork. They have everything to back up that their jobs that they had. Some of the stuff that they did, not all of the stuff.
Is this your opinion, or do you have evidence of this?
What?
I'm asking Bohemian. Do you have evidence of this, or is this just another opinion? You know.
What's up, Michael Adams? Of course he'll be there. John D'Souza makes the circuit. That's his job. But it makes more sense that people who actually work for these government agencies people dismiss that. They're just so enamored that this dude, he was the real X-Files guy. Like, he was fucking, it was Sculder and Mully, man. He went through all that shit. He was on those real missions. And I'm thinking, this dude would be the motherfucker that they would send, not Corey Goode. Not some bubbling, fucking, sweaty-ass fucking motherfucker who can barely put two sentences together, who needs someone like Jay Widener to even teach him how to sit in front of a camera to try to learn to be natural. Here's the problem. When you're having conversation, when you're having a generic conversation like we're having right now, if you were to sit with Corey Goode, you should just have the conversation. Your body language, everything about you is going to speak about what you're talking about. This dude had to be taught to talk naturally. That doesn't make any fucking sense. That he's somebody's disinformation agent. They're not paying that dude to do shit. He just got lucky in his own way with a bunch of other lucky motherfuckers like David Shilcock, who's been at this shit since the 90s. Calling into fucking Art Bell's radio show, calling to Coast, trying then as the time traveler. He has tried everything and then it paid off. And now these motherfuckers, they found sucker-ass Gaia. And Gaia was like, fuck it, let's just run with all this shit. All these dumb motherfuckers, we're going to make them all fucking famous little community and make a ton of money and fucking have some cool shit. That's what they did. That's it. Disinformation agent. He's a disinformation agent for Gaia.
Lupa. He's an incredible empath. Why isn't he sending us all love and light? Why is he sending cease and desist letters?
He's not capable of that. He doesn't even know what love and light is.
He's a fucking goddamn fucking jerk-off fucking artist.
Exactly. Mr. Love
He's
and
out there
Light.
fucking giving everybody goddamn hand jobs. Fucking jerking us all off with his fucking blue chicken fucking birds fucking stories and shit.
Oh,
I'm just saying
yeah,
in general.
Yeah,
Just
trying to.
fucking saying it in general.
He's jerking out them suckers and shit who are listening to that shit like, oh! The people, when you read the fucking comments in his videos, like, Corey, we understand. They just don't understand you.
Oh my goodness, Corey.
Yeah.
I love you so much. I feel so
no, they
bad,
can't see, Corey. You're the answer to everything. You're the man, Messiah. I want to join your fucking blue chicken cult there, guy. Yeah, drink some Kool-Aid. Yeah, put on some cool sneakers. Go wait for the next comment to come by, fuckers. Corey's fucking cult. Good luck. Fuck that guy. Yeah.
Dude, when they came up with this new fucking golden triangle fucking thing where they fucking sitting around eating pizza, like there was a few of them around, and they all, you know, there was like, what's 8 slices in a fucking normal large pizza, okay? There's 7 of them sitting around, and they're like, so what are we gonna call these things? They all just happened to look at the fucking pizza box at the same fucking time, and it dawned on them like, oh! Yeah, pineapple juice. I love this shit. It's great.
But Bohemian X, like you're saying, they're trying to discredit, and I disagree. It seems the complete opposite. It seems like more of the psyop right now is trying to make credible shit of UFOs. Just UFOs, not necessarily aliens, but UFOs. That's the big thing that they're trying to push. That makes sense to me, but not a Corey. It just doesn't make sense. Nothing about that dude makes sense.
Yeah. All Corey does is take fucking bits and pieces of other fucking made up bullshit fucking stories and stuff like that, and fucking conspiracies and comic books and fucking all this fucking sci-fi novels, all this shit, all these things, and he fucking takes little pieces and he fucking puts it all into his story. That's what they all do, and all the people that say,
you guys,
that are like, oh yeah, I can verify that Corey's this and that and stuff. All they did was take pieces of his story and add a little bit of their story and some other this other story, and that's all it is. Because when you break it all down and you look at this shit piece by piece, at all of the evidence that is before you of the things that have come out of these people's mouths, it's bullshit.
20 and crack.
They discredit themselves.
Yeah, I got hit by ray guns and shit, and I fought aliens, and I got kidnapped by the government when I was a kid too.
Look at this
I
fucking
got scars
scar right
yeah.
here, dude. Look at that.
Yeah, you want to see my leg? I got shot with ray guns
fucking,
and shit on my leg.
Oh man, it was fucking crazy battle. Me and him, dude. Woo!
Yeah. Back of my neck, I got hit with a fucking ray, like fucking melted some of the skin.
We was on Planet 49 BA, and it was fucking crazy.
Yo, you can see right here too. I headbutted an alien and shit. And
cracked the skull fucking wide open. You had to get a fucking plate in his head and shit.
Yeah, fucking plate in my head, everything from that shit, dude. It's crazy. It's horrible, man. You don't understand what we've been through, man. But we don't talk about it, okay? Yeah, we can all make up these stories.
I don't remember most of it because, you know, the age regression and stuff. And
but see what happened was when I had brain surgery, though, it opened it all back up. I remembered it all. It all came back. It flooded back in.
And then he told me about it, so I remember a lot of it when he told me.
Uh-huh.
You guys believe us, right?
The Blue Avian's not even some guy from the 90s. Shit, just go back and watch Star Trek. Go back and watch Star Wars, the canteen scene and shit like that. Like, you just have to watch enough of that stuff. Buck Rogers in the 21st century. There's so many fucking sci-fi shows that youngins don't even know that existed. That are all kinds. In fact, in Buck Rogers, the dude was like a vulture. His friend, the dude was like a vulture-looking creature and shit like that. Like, they've always had shit like that around. All you have to do is watch enough of it. Fucking Avatar and shit like that and everything. Blue creatures, Guardians of the Galaxy. The chick is blue. No, she's green now because she was blue in the other one. It's not hard to come up with shit like that. And all he tried to do was come up with something that he felt was a little bit different that didn't look like every other typical alien.
I don't know about some guy in the 90s, but there's some other person that's suing and there's some other legal stuff going on with Corey Goode and somebody that Corey's took this lady, I believe it's a lady.
Ari Stone, I think is her name.
Yeah, and she had come up with this thing and stuff, but the basis of the Blue Avians, because they do like to use this fucking shit. It is like Thoth and the Egyptians where they have the bird people and stuff to like see the Blue Avians were here before and everything like that, so that like that's where the, you know what I mean, the idea of these blue bird people, because some of the Egyptians fucking painted these things, some of them blue, some of them were green, because those are the lizard fucking people and shit like that. Who originally came up with the idea of the Blue Avians and this is a whole entire race of things or whatever and stuff like that, I don't fucking know. But that's what I mean. They took pieces of this ancient Egyptian shit here, and they took this other fucking shit here, and they took this other stuff here. They threw it in a pot, they mixed that shit up, and they fucking threw it up in the air, and they're like, blue motherfucking avian aliens. That's what I'm gonna go with.
That works for me. Here we go. The color blue.
I don't know what you mean.
Listen, Corey likes to position himself like Jesus or some shit. Not that I'm a believer in Jesus, but that, you know, oh, I'm the savior and I have to, like, you know, die for people's sins or go through all this stuff and everything because that's part of being the chosen one. Get the fuck out of here, dude. No one's choosing you for shit.
That's fucking, first sign of a cult leader. If you go and look at like a cult fucking website, like one that's like, you know what I mean, that's
I wish you could show that little bit of clip and what the dude kind of explains, just breaks it down, but whatever.
Like an anti-cult website and stuff, people like to help people get out of cults and stuff like that, family members who have other family members in their cults and stuff, and the warning signs and stuff to look for if somebody you're talking to is in a cult or maybe a cult leader and stuff like that. Corey Goode checks off like every single box on Cult 101, like every box. He's like, doot, 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 doot. Oh wait, is this a good thing or a bad thing that I'm checking all these? That's what he would do if you gave him a cult test. Are you a cult leader? Like, don't tell him what it is. Hey man, you want to take this survey? And you give it to him. He's like, oh yeah, I'm all these things. Yeah, that's not good, dude.
It's little Maya people or aliens or something else like that. Yeah. Well, they're not here. You know, the Blue Avians aren't even around right now, so he's got to have someone who's in contact with him. They only appear to him every now and then. They show up in his dreams or whatever. They just appear to him as blue balls. Blue balls.
Little blue balls. It just gets these little blue balls in the middle of the night.
Yeah. In the middle of the night, I don't know. These blue balls just happen.
Yeah, Thoth has a long beak. If you look at some of the Egyptian stuff, there's some other bird people, though, that don't have a long beak. When you look through all the Egyptian artwork and stuff like that, at the depictions of, you know, these god people and stuff like that.
I can't believe we're the only ones that have covered David's music. Has anybody else gone and checked out any more of David's music? Help yourself, like, you know, take out the garbage.
I'm
whatever.
saving up to get the whole collection. I want the whole. I want the whole granddaddy fucking special fucking Blue Avian fuck you up the ass fucking package.
Dude, that'd be funny if it was still on Gaia and they would have like a commercial for it. David Wilcox, greatest hits. I'm gonna sing the songs that nobody wants me to sing. And make albums that nobody wants me to make.
$4,444. You get all 99 songs, plus me narrating how we made it. And I'll personally be there to give you a hand job.
It's guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Send the money now.
And Elizabeth will film it. Oh, Lord have mercy. That dude really made an album. He really made music. He is so into himself. I just want to know
about his whole life too. So that's
wait,
how
but actually,
fucking
wait,
into
Bohemian
himself
Exile,
is.
you still in here? Have you heard any of David's music? Because we played some of it for everybody. It was interesting. The Green Terrapins.
The Green Terrapins. No.
We rock with the
Well,
Rastafarians.
We already got mutated fucking versions of it, man. That mutagen from TCI, man. We got Green Terrapins. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, dude.
Swamp Thing. Wasn't he green?
Yeah, he's not a terrapin, though.
Gamera? Isn't Gamera a terrapin?
He was like, yeah, he's a turtle. Snapping turtle or whatever.
See? Now I know what you're talking about. I get it. Like this Bohemian Show. You bought the album when it came out. Seriously?
Oh, shit. Did you get the fucking Galactic Give Me a Hand Job package?
Yeah, that music is to die.
Yo, don't tell me you bump that in the car all the time, do you? Do you listen to it? How often do you listen to that
Songs
shit?
in the key of no. Songs you don't want to listen to.
Yeah.
I played that and my cats all ran away. The birds outside, all the neighborhood fled. The dogs were howling. And I think the moon even went into hiding. Wait, you fly. Oh, yeah, you fly. Yo, can you pull that up? Yo, come on. It's one of them. That you fly, that's exactly the one you played, too. That you fly. Oh, Lord. Elizabeth, I've been working on some songs that are inspired by you, and I think that the fans, that everyone who's into Ascension is ready for this.
Yeah.
You're going to play this at home, and you're going to try to meditate, but you're not going to be able to because all your orifices are going to be bleeding. So I suggest you call 911 immediately upon listening to any of my music.
I'd rather listen to fucking scratching on a chalkboard for hours than listening to this.
A howling beagle would do just fine. I like positive music. It made me happy. Hey, I hear you, brother. I hear you. There's a whole lot of positive music out there. His album reminds me
There's a
of
whole lot of good positive music out there, okay? His music actually, if you listen to the lyrics and stuff, it's just him talking about himself.
And Elizabeth.
To a musical fucking... To music. It's
Dude.
him and his fucking... It's his life. That's all it is.
Okay, if you really try to compare Immortal Technique to... We have a problem, brother.
Yeah.
You are not even trying to compare Immortal Technique to David Wilcox. Come on. Come on, dude. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. Come on. For real, for real.
Oh, Bohemian
What?
Exile. What? You are a hilarious dude. Are you a comedian?
You funny.
You working on your act right now?
You funny.
Dying.
His shit reminds me of back in the day. Some of the youngins will remember this, but there was a time when TV, like late nights, when TV started originally, kind of going past when they played the national anthem, and they would play these late night infomercials, and it'd be music, and it'd be like Vic Damone Jr. sings his greatest hits and shit like that. That's what the fuck is Vic Damone? That would be David Wilcox. That's what his album reminds me of. The type of shit you would hear back then, the late night fucking infomercial shit that they would try to sell that only like the old people who kind of knew that motherfucker would buy, but nobody else knew who the fuck they were. David Wilcox and Immortal Technique. I wish I knew Immortal Technique because I would let him hear some of David Wilcox music. Fair use. I don't know if they can hear it. Can I hear it?
No, they can't.
Oh, you can't hear it. Yeah, you guys can't hear it yet. You fly. Now, don't be surprised, too, if you hear some really good guitar riffs.
Let me know
I
what
can hear
you guys
I can hear it in the
hear,
headphones.
but I gotta make sure they can hear.
Can y'all hear it? Fair use, fair use.
Always there. Moonlight shines through clouds in the air. I am one with you in the night. You and me sailing on the waves of the sea.
Fair
What?
use.
Fair use. Some kind of auto tune. Oh, he's using auto tune.
You have got to be kidding.
Always there.
Woohoo!
Shines through clouds in the Even though you're far away, I gladly come to you.
Come on, Bohemian Exile. This is what you listen to at home? Yeah. Ooh. This is really what you paid for this? You bought the album? UFO Gandalf after you, please. Either play another song or turn this up. Yeah, this is David singing. Yes, KB. Fair use, fair use. Yeah, can we... Anything else like this? No, my ears are bleeding. You need the help. Let's try another one. Come on, maybe there's got to be one that's... Uh-oh.
I've made up my mind. I know what I have to do.
Holy shit.
Hearing your cries, I'm ready to reach for
Yeah. You know, what cowbells?
There's no turning back. Now that I know the way,
Self-destruct sequence
I'll
activated.
be with you soon.
Does not compute.
You don't have to be afraid. You're in my heart. You're in my mind. I wanna make sure that you're okay.
You know, he wrote this one for Elizabeth.
Poor Elizabeth. This one's for you, babe.
No, he wrote this one for Corey.
Oh, Lord. The images, I know. We're killing music forever. This is his greatest work. Better than his books. If this is better than his books, then everything's garbage, kid.
This choice is right. You're needing me
Fair use,
now.
fair use.
I can't do it. I can't.
I'll help you with all
Self-destruct
my
sequence
might.
activated.
Does not compute.
Self-destruct sequence
I'm
activated.
sorry.
Bummer.
Sorry, guys. David Wilcock, his favorite hits. It was pre-2012. What, this music or the shit you're talking about? Burn his books. I wouldn't even buy his fucking books. Listen, I bought Compendium of the Emerald Tablets. I could have done better than my $30. That probably went for some fucking skin in my hair. Yo. Anyways. Wow. A child of God, child of God, child of God, child of Goddess. Hey, listen, everybody got to like what they like. That doesn't do it for me.
There's some real music.
Mm-hmm.
quick little music break for y'all. Some real music.
Yeah. They want that dope man. So here we go, you got me open. Anything that I ingest in through the mind, go out through the iris.
Shout out to SOTOV.
You wanna go where I went? I can still feel heat from the blacktop burning off unseen memories. Got me lit like a matchbox. Really, I was in a room with a pen and a pad tripping on shrooms. Seeing how the mind do when it's trapped in the cube. You know how I go when it's back to the root. That shit feel.
The crazy thing is DW used to be a stoner too. Like, what the fuck was he smoking, man? He didn't smoke nothing that fucking opened his mind the right way. He went all fucking crazy with that shit.
My connection is collective, universe on my inside. Come and ride with the wind one time. I will never die, why pretend? Tryptamine dripping out my eye.
Well, no, I know KP. David Wilcox has some older music too. We haven't been able to find that thus far, but I know it exists somewhere. But this is supposedly recent, newer stuff that he did. It's like an album of like, there's a bunch of fucking songs on there, right? Way too much shit on that motherfucker.
Ask Bohemian, he knows all about it.
He got the links. He'll burn a copy of the CD for you.
Cause this world can no longer hold me. You can feel the paradigm shift, even when I'm vibrating slowly. Now I'm moving on in, got my back at the wind, and I'm pissed, so don't try to console me. First move I had to make was shake all the fake. Forget everything they told me.
Hey, Joe.
I'm a guy from within, not born into sin. So why the hell can't I be holy? Everything they've done from the purpose of the sun was attempt to try to control me. Throw it back in their face, get back in my place as an infinite soul, just roll me.
They won't even take the Jordan say they won't take the 16 bars challenge, nothing. Say the third. Use some Love and Life from David's music. Where's You Fly? You fly.
Yeah.
You fly.
Sophisticated savage, still pumping out these classics through these frequencies. We blast and changing the mind of all the masses. Let's go.
But they want that dope man. They want that mistletoe man. So watch me.
Oh God. Actually, we shouldn't have done this because now he might hear this and he might try to do some hip hop on us. You all ain't ready for this. You're not ready for it.
Let him. We want to hear that shit.
You're not ready for DW. I go hard. Are these headphones on? Turn up the fucking bass. All right, come on, Elizabeth. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Turn up the bass. Come on. DW. I'm in the booth. Turn it up. Here we go. Here we go. That's right. Turn up the bass. Come on, you all. You ready? But I thought, wait a minute, Bohemian Exile, I know. I think that DW didn't he do some hip hop shit or whatever? I know Jordan Lyer, Bleach Boy, said that he didn't spit hip hop, but he scarred. Yeah, Bee Gees, they're Supremes of the Ohio Valley, or SOTOV. They're available everywhere, including our Paranormal Hood theme song, which is by them, which is available everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Everywhere. You can be rocking this shit in your car. But yeah, Supremes of the Ohio Valley, or SOTOV. They're available everywhere. Spotify, everywhere you want, they're there. Got some dope music. It's pretty. You hear it pretty much every week. That's what we play here during the breaks. Do the get back, motherfucker. Sorry, guys. No more DW music. I know your hearts are broken. I know that you guys are.
Yeah, I can only listen to that for so long.
Well, you should have played You Fly.
It's hard to find them and shit.
There's just so many of them. There's so much garbage, music out there that you couldn't go through all of them. Taking time.
Well, there's actual artists, real musicians named David Wilcox with an X at the name. So even when you put in David's name and stuff, and you know, I'm not. I could just search for You Fly, but I don't feel like doing that. I don't want to.
You Fly. Damn it. I'm a metal guy, but I really like the theme song. Well, thank you, Genocide. So do we. It was awesome. We heard it for the first time up in Vermont in the woods.
I'm a good music guy. I like all kinds of music.
As do I. My playlist is like a little bit of everything.
It's
good. Yeah. You might find some opera on there. Yeah, no.
Not good.
No. That definitely wouldn't. You lie. There you go. Good one. I like that one. That's what he should say. That's what we should redo.
That's what
David
we were
Wilcox
saying.
greatest hits.
That's what we were saying last time. Remix it.
Remix all his music. David Wilcox, real greatest hits.
I'm gonna have SOTOV remix that for us.
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, but hit him up right now. We gotta get that. We're gonna have some. We're gonna work on that one.
It inspires so much creative thought process. So many things could happen. Access to a studio, incredible things could happen. These guys really bit off more than they can chew. Come on, Corey. Keep going at TW. I dare you. Be a man about it then. Let's go. You too, Wilcox. Where's the tribunal? Where's the arrest? Where's everything that's going on? It seems like the only people are arrested. Interesting enough. What's good? Still waiting for it. And we gave you our email. In case you didn't hear me earlier, it's official ParanormalHooD at gmail.com or ParanormalHooD at AOL.com if you want to go old school. Email me. I'll check my email right now. In case you didn't have it before, now you have it. In case you were wondering. And tell Phoenix I said hi. Tell Stacy, sorry, your wife. Tell I said hello. She's actually really cool. Nice lady. Let me see. Any emails? Let's see. Nope. 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 Sorry, guys. No emails from him. He hasn't emailed me. The remix will be great. Ask if we do some spoken word on it. No, we need to do, I'm telling you, I want to CW, we need to do a David Wilcox and like Richard Dolan rap battle. Richard Dolan's speaking at International UFO Conference, so I may get a chance. I've seen him speak before. I've never really got to meet him, so maybe I'll get to meet him. You know, ask him. Maybe, yeah, that'd be cool. They should do like a rap battle. Dolan could be calling David Wilcox a liar, and DW could be spitting on all his bullshit. I could write some nice shit for that. I do think Corey understands that he says things and that they are on the internet. People screenshot. You're saying you do think or you don't think? I mean, he knows people are going to screenshot stuff. I'm pretty sure he does that. I mean, that's the little defense that they try to have with stuff. Him and like Uni Guy and all these people who try to put shit together go by screenshots and little things and stuff that they try to think. They'll put them together piece by piece. Like they try to take what you do and put it out there in a certain skewed way. What's up, big sis? But people try to give Corey credit like he's a well thought out, methodical, really, really smart, intelligent guy, and that he's leading the charge with David. He's the one controlling David at this point. I just don't see it, dude. Nothing about what he says and does is anybody smart, especially sending some stupid fucking letter to CW. That's not a smart person, and not even a smart letter. Like, that motherfucker couldn't have searched the internet to try to figure out a little bit how to write a fucking certified looking letter to a fucking attorney. Come on. This dude is not smart. So I say he's not this information. People give this dude way too much fucking credit for shit. Well, thank you, Sean. I'm glad you checked it out. I don't know if you got to actually watch it on Amazon. There's another couple episodes will be going up there soon. But thank you. I'm glad you're here with us. This is the other side of what we do. On there, you actually see us investigating stuff. But this is a lot of the stuff that we talk about every Thursday night. We've been doing for 6 years plus now at this point. So thank you for rocking out with us. But yeah, back to what I was saying about Corey. People give this dude way too much credit. I don't see it. Intelligent people, smart people and stuff, they maneuver, they do stuff, not like con men. Again, we know real scientists, real archaeologists who... I have a friend, I see him every now and then, hang out with him, I've known him for years. This dude literally...
Real people in the military.
Right, exactly. You know, some of these people have had military service and they have the proper stuff to prove it. And then you have a person like him who has no way to prove it.
They have proper stuff to show that they were in the military. They just don't have the proper stuff showing what they did in the military. For all we know, they peeled potatoes.
Yeah, he could have done anything or nothing. But that dude, come on. Again, Corey Goode, nothing about him. You know, anybody in the military, anybody who had any kind of experience, this dude doesn't seem like, if you did 60 years supposedly, even with 20 in backs, you're still going to have memories. If you're recounting this stuff,
dude, that's
you're going to be hardened. You're going to be
$20,000 a month in fucking pension.
But not even just the money, just the experience alone.
Fuck, you need to be out there telling fucking stories to people for. You need more than $20,000 a month in pension?
Shit, I'm 49. You're fucking 10 years younger than me. You got crazy stories. We didn't have to fucking talk about going to moons and Mars and space programs and glass tablets and
fucking
blue
life is crazy
aliens
enough.
and
My
bullshit.
life on Earth is crazy enough. Fuck.
Yeah, you're Planet Lupa. You're correct. They can be very smart, but this is again why I say that these people aren't so smart either.
Well, that's why there's different There's different levels. There's con men, and then you got there's different levels and stuff like that. And these guys are bigger because they're on a bigger level and stuff. They're reaching a higher level than the average con men, smaller street con men and stuff like that. So they are smart people to get up there. This con men smarter than these people because they're obviously up in higher places and shit. Agent Orange and stuff like that. Other fucking people in politics and government and shit like that. CEOs of companies and stuff like that. But he's definitely a con man. Billy Carson, fucking con man, through and through. Fucking from fucking the day he was fucking born, from what I can tell from all the shit that I found out about him. This dude been conning since fucking Conan was conning.
David Wilcox.
David
Wilcox
Wilcox,
since
fucking,
the 90s.
Not at least that's the first public thing that we know. I mean, what was he fucking doing before? He fucking finally grew some fucking cojones and was like, let me get on here. Let me try and call and get
Bobby
on this show.
Lazar. Woo-wee. He been running a long. That dude
long
runs.
con.
That's the
I
long
don't want
con.
any money or anything, but yeah, he gets fucking.
It's not about the money. I don't want the money.
I'm not in it for the money.
Well,
yeah,
disclosure.
okay.
But I don't. I got a headache. Hold on. Oh, shit, I got a migraine.
I can't tell you anything.
Yeah, I don't remember much. I've got this 115, but
yeah, have another drink.
Yeah.
I'll help you remember.
That's called the long con. He's been running that shit for a long time.
All these people.
What's his name? Eric Von Lycan. That's the long con.
Fucking con.
He's an OG, triple OG.
This dude is fucking running. This dude is long conning the fuck out of this shit.
Yo, that ninja. You heard?
Yo,
he bought it. He's still making the circuit. He's 300
Sitchin
years old.
took that shit right to the grave with himself. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not. Although Sitchin and Daniken both have said, yeah, I'm fucking full of shit. There's plenty of times. There's a whole fucking interview in fucking Playboy and stuff where they're like, yeah, I made that shit up.
It worked. They
but
fell
all these
for it.
people who want to believe and don't know how to research are like, oh my god, yeah, these guys, oh yeah.
Woohoo.
That's all they do. They're just really good storytellers. They just go to telling bullshit stories and not half good fucking stories. And people, that's what we like. We like to be entertained. We like to be told stuff. Most of us don't want to really look up shit.
Most of us don't want to believe that human beings are fucking awesome, but we need some
this,
space,
we all
aliens, gods, all these various things have to come down and save us.
And if you fucking listen to all these different people that have been, again, I say it all the time, just to add it up. I mean, look at how many UFO sightings were just in this country alone in the last fucking 10 years, okay? All the different kinds, all the different aliens that people see when they're abducted and shit. This is like a fucking truck stop for fucking aliens, okay? You fucking would see them motherfuckers buzzing around all the fucking time. The way that all this shit, the way the people fucking talk and stuff like that. It ain't happening. That'd be great. It'd be great. This is a little layover, fucking little stop for the fucking aliens before they skip on through to the next fucking section of the goddamn galaxy. But it's not. It's not happening. Oh, yeah, the Hutchins effect,
That's what they use to do Coral Castle. Oh, that's another good argument that you constantly people with that fucking whatever.
Fucking yeah, just people latching on to, and because even the Coral Castle Museum, they know the whole story, they know how Ed did it. They sell the book, fucking talking about it with pictures included at the fucking Coral Castle Museum and stuff, and online and their website, and you can get it on Amazon, and people still think it's magical. He did it with vibrations and it's singing to the rocks.
He was levitating, and the kids seen him do it.
They seen him. He was whistling a song about his girlfriend he lost.
His sweet 16.
That lead scallion knew about them Egyptians.
Yep, he could build pyramids.
Just like that. Yeah, he took the secret to his grave. That's my favorite thing. If y'all just see my recent stuff, because somebody else still claiming it, which I fucking explained it to this person, and he's seen it, and he knows that it didn't take the secret to his grave, because he's posted the video himself several times. How does somebody, this is the claim, even by the museum, that Ed took these secrets to the grave. He's the last person to know the secrets of the Egyptian. Yet they got fucking film of him doing it, moving the fucking stones.
We seen it.
And putting them in place. And how he did it. There's only few surviving little clips of it. There's actually supposedly, I guess, I don't know, it's not online or anything because it's actually still old fucking school, like 8mm fucking film shit. And somebody actually took the time to make that little, it was actually a little thing that was played on commercial for the museum and stuff back in the day and stuff. But there's actually a longer part, a whole bunch of that showing Ed, because they had to set up, there's actual other videos supposedly of that somewhere out there, trying to get our hands on it some way, somehow, find out where it is and everything, where that original footage is. But there's actually still, there's that, it's like a 2-minute fucking clip of fucking, actually the part with him doing the stuff is about 40 seconds. But that 40 seconds clearly shows how Ed moved the rocks. He didn't just go there, oh yeah, I got a camera crew coming in today, so I'm just going to set up all this stuff. That's another way that you could actually do this stuff, the actual logical way that, you know, people would do this stuff for this video, and then once they're gone, I'm just going to go back to fucking singing to my rocks. No. And everybody's like, well, what about his machine? What about the flywheel? I'm like, well, here, just watch Made by One Man's YouTube channel. He'll tell you all about it. Or ask anybody who knows about electricity and a real electrician and stuff like that.
Firsthand.
And what a PMC is. Or a PMH, sorry. That's all it was.
He worked on boats. Big boats. Ships. Nuclear shit.
You know, it's
knows his shit.
They actually have people that do that. He was actually took part in a challenge. They see who can make the biggest PMH, permanent magnet holder. Once that thing just spun, it would just spin, keep on spinning as long as this charges and everything kept on clicking and spinning away. We got video of us fucking doing it.
We really do.
A fucking exact replica of Ed's flywheel. The exact replica of the one that's in his fucking castle fucking tower where he slept and everything. Same one that's sitting there. Exact fucking thing.
We should put it up on YouTube at some point. I don't know if we did.
Oh, we got some. No, some. I think. I don't know.
I know it's. I know I have the video in my phone. I don't know if.
I know some of it's on somewhere because I have it.
We can
And
actually see
you can see it, and these are all these things, and you go and you look. It's you know. Or it's a story that came out, and then it was people figured out, oh, that's not fucking true. And yet, because of the internet really, you know, I mean, the internet's great because all the information's there. You just gotta fucking learn how to weed through the bullshit and stuff, and not buy into all the bullshit that's on the internet. Because bullshit spreads like wild fucking fire. It's like fucking poison ivy. You fucking get one little fucking itch of that shit, and it's all over the fucking place.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, fucking and bullshit everywhere. You're like, oh fuck, how the fuck do I get this bullshit off of me?
It's everywhere.
And the more you fucking try and get the bullshit off you, it just keeps spreading.
Avoid the cream. Avoid the shit at the top that looks good. Just because it looks good, it ain't real. But just goes to show, just more bullshit. People still pushing bullshit that's easily explainable and stuff that people have gone out of their way to show you, but they don't want to see the truth. And then you got these people who just don't even, they're not even go out of their way to show you any proof. They just go out of their way to keep the fucking lie going, to keep pushing the bullshit.
No, I don't fuck with Q. I don't give a fuck about Q anus and shit like that. I
There's
try
a Q
not
baby,
to pay too much attention to all that fucking stupid bull. They're a bunch of bootlickers is what I think they are.
Cool. Make sure you subscribe, Sean. Come back sometime, brother.
Yeah, thanks for watching, Sean. Everybody else, of course, we all love when you guys are watching. Still got a last blunt to go here in a couple of minutes. Light this bad boy up, but
yeah, I know they shut down 8chan, didn't they? Anyway, so that's one less place they'll be posting that stuff. But Yeah, I don't really the Q stuff to me. It's not even worth fucking
it's not
following.
even worth fucking.
Yeah, I'm good.
That stuff is fucking. Whoa.
That shit's deep bullshit.
Deep fucking in the bullshit fucking world.
That's
fucking,
the extra
that
woo,
and
woo,
fucking
woo,
Corey
woo, woo.
Good. It's just because they're fucking, of course, all fucking, just stupid fucking bullshit. All these fucking things. It's so easy to research and figure out the actual truth, the actual stuff that these guys, and find out the 30% because 30% of what most of these people are saying is true, and then the other 70% is bullshit. You know, like they'll start off like, yeah, the Egyptian the pyramids in Egypt, you know, the largest pyramids, known pyramid in the world, and all this. Then they'll give you a bunch of information about the pyramids and a little bit of information about Egypt and stuff like that. And then they'll be like, has aliens buried underneath of it, and then go on for that.
And then there's truth.
A whole bunch of fucking bullshit, fucking, you know, the other 70% of the story. So everything that they say about Egypt up to that point is all true. There's pyramids in Egypt, the largest known pyramid, you know, it's made 2 million fucking blocks and all that stuff. And then, boom, after that point, it's bullshit. It's real easy to start figuring out where the bullshit fucking starts and the truth fucking, the truth ends and the bullshit starts. It's real easy. Night, littles. Peace and love to you.
Good night, littles. Good night, big sis.
I said, with a little bit of actual research, and you got to actually know how to research, because if you just type in, is this real? Of course you're going to get everything that says it's real and everything like that. You need to change your words up. Look for, is it real? Is it not real? Look for it, change everything up.
And go past the
Then
cream.
look for them who's posting it, and whatever you're reading, the stuff you're reading, look at their sources. And then go and look at what they're talking about and what they did. Where did they get it from? It's just, I mean, research. It's fucking, we learned it in grade school and stuff.
And you have all these tools to do it now. There's no excuse
I mean,
not to
there's
do
no excuse not to do it. Except everybody's lazy. They're like, oh, let me just Google it. And then they think the first fucking thing on Google is the answer. Oh, that's it. That's the answer. I got it. Nope, right here. Look at Tesla, Nikola, fucking, here's another one. Fucking 90% of Tesla quotes are bullshit. Tesla didn't fucking talk to nobody. Tesla didn't fucking do newspaper interview. Tesla hardly did any of that stuff. 90% of the quotes of Tesla come from a play that was written in the 90s. A Serbian play. Written long after he was died.
I love when you Google him, he comes up as a film actor. Tells you all you need to know.
Yep.
All you need to fucking know.
Same thing with when Wilcox writes resignation letter and stuff, and then his apology letter. And both his resignation letter and his apology letter, he said multiple times, I can't even remember how many times I counted, I was a content creator. He didn't say I was a research investigator, reporter, or any of that for Gaia TV. He said I created content.
He's an author.
And he's an author. He creates shit. He writes fucking shit for a living. That's what all these people, when you look into it and you actually start to look into the people, okay, somebody wrote this book. This book seems pretty plausible. Okay, who is this person who wrote this book? Look into who this person is. Look into their background. What is their life about? What are they into and stuff like that? Why would they just all of a sudden write this book about this stuff?
What the fuck is the State University of New York at New Paltz?
I don't... A fucking online fucking diploma mill? Is that where fucking Corey Goode or David Wilcox?
That's where Wilcox went to school.
Yep, diploma mill.
State University of New York at New Paltz, known as SUNY New Paltz or New Paltz for short, is a public college in New Paltz in the United States.
Chinese State University of Falun Gong?
No, I guess it's a legitimate little college. I just never heard of it before. Hey, you went to school, I guess. Search for the Q group NSH node. Nah, I'm not searching that shit, Bohemian X. I hear you, brother. I'm good with all that. I don't care. The Q shit, from what I early on with it, I don't have time for that. I'm good. I'm good with all these fucking unnecessary fucking conspiracy theories that go above and beyond, especially any of them that try to paint anything that's going on with the current administration as and trying to help anybody but them fucking selves. I'm not saying that any other administration I know in my lifetime that's really done much anything but to help themselves and their constituents and the people they care about. So the whole thing that Q attached to alone and who it is attached to, I'm good with all that. I know what those people's agenda and stuff is. I'm good, my brother. I don't need to look it up. It's just nothing that has anything to do with me. Nothing has anything to do with any kind of fucking reality. It's just more bullshit. That's more of a psyop than anything. That'd be a paid. See, that makes sense as a paid psyop. Paying someone, whoever the fuck is behind it, because I know they keep saying they've outed it, whatever. But whatever, allegedly or whoever's supposedly behind it, that makes more sense as a paid psyop or some shit by whoever. But yeah, no. Not fucking David Wilcock or fucking Emery Smith.
Fucking Snowden's another limited hangout fucking operative fucking bullshit shit too. I don't fucking trust everything that fucking Snowden says and shit either.
It's a solid research link. Okay. I guess, my brother.
I'll look into it, but again, everything that I've looked into Q and anything attached to Q is all bullshit.
Bullshit, 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 bullshit.
A whole bunch of bullshit.
A bunch of bullshit. Don't like bullshit.
And there was only a few small fucking groups of fucking hanging on to that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Sather and fucking David Wilcock being like one of them. And it has nothing to fucking do if you fucking, again, it doesn't fucking matter. That doesn't fucking prove anything, dude. It doesn't. Oh, dude, again, you must be a comedian, dude. You fucking working on your shit right now?
Are you trying to punk us, you motherfucker?
This fucking dude is fucking hilarious.
Are you playing with us?
There's a 14-foot blue fucking chicken. That fucking proves Corey Good is fucking right about the blue avians.
Because Corey Good.
Oh, man. Holy shit. That's fucking, now I've heard
Hey, he's got you, my brother. He's got a fan with you.
He got you, dude. It's
I
all right,
guess.
dude.
But hey, listen, but also at the same time, Bohemian Exile, kudos to you for standing your ground and believing what you believe, man. And being willing to take the criticism and stuff. So I commend you for that, because it's hard, I'm sure, to be in a room full of people who mostly all feel the opposite way of how you feel. So thank you for that. So not trying to attack you. I just don't agree with this stuff, man. I just don't, brother. You know, dealing with, watching these people, listening to these people for years and stuff, nothing has come of the shit they've talked about. No tangible evidence of any of it, nothing. They've been crying wolf forever. Arrests, tribunals, aliens coming, going. 2000, and according to Wilcox in 99 and stuff like that. According to Wilcox, we would be still using fucking floppy disks and stuff and the shit he was saying back in the day. These dudes are not accurate. They're the worst psychics, the worst predictors. He's Edgar Casey. He's raw. He's every fucking buddy, but he's nobody. He knows nothing. Nothing. He's the worst. He cannot play baseball. He'd be the worst batter ever. He would have a 0.00 whatever it is fucking a hitting average. He's hit nothing. He hasn't hit a single. He hasn't hit he hasn't even fucking bunted. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, absolutely. I mean, it can be weird. It can be fun to look at. A lot of this stuff is fun to look at. A lot of this stuff in the beginning, Bohemian Exile, was just great. You know, you come into this with your eyes wide open and shit like that. Like, you're just eager to get more and more information. But once you go down the rabbit hole and you actually do this is the thing. Most of these people, including Billy Carson himself, who gets mad when you talk to these people, they tell you to do your own research. But then they get mad when you become a good researcher. They want you to be a limited research. Their research is supposed to be based on you researching nothing, but actually just listening to them. It's just all talk. They don't want actual researchers. When you actually research this stuff and research these people along with the stuff they put out, it becomes a whole different ball game. That's where it begins and ends for me. There's nothing credible about these people. Listen, I've said this 100 times. Nobody in this room right now, most of you folks listening and stuff, that nobody's perfect. Everybody's had things in their life. Your past is your past. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. But at this point in the game, when these motherfuckers are still spewing the same shit, the same lies, the same bullshit, profiting off it, and doing nothing to advance the field, to advance the cause, to advance the community, to advance humans, to advance the world, which they say is their goal. Overall, look at the words that they use about peace and love and light and meditation and how the world is going to come together. But we need these aliens to do that? Wouldn't it make sense to prepare ourselves now by doing that before anything would come? Wouldn't something most likely show up when they saw a unified, loving, peaceful planet that we did ourselves? Why do they need to intercede to do all that? Why do we need their help? This is my problem. It's always something. I am 49 years old. My whole life I've been told about something. Jesus, God, yeah, all these different things are coming. None of them have come to do it yet.
Save us.
None of them.
Save us.
Nothing.
Here's my other thing. Oh, we couldn't stack fucking rocks into a fucking pyramid without aliens? Really?
We're just dumbass human beings.
We're just fucking stupid fucking apes over here, fucking walking around.
We gotta reverse engineer stuff we have at Area 51.
We need fucking aliens to fucking look at all this fucking shit.
Glass tablets
this
and
is
shit.
Aliens? You want to tell our good friend Hakeem, who's responsible almost every single piece of technology you use? He's responsible pretty much for how it is. His technology is in there. You want to tell him he reverse engineered that shit?
Yep.
Yep. Good luck for that shit.
The people who are actually putting in the work and doing the research themselves, going to school, actual credible people and stuff like that.
Taking the time instead of these half-ass people who fucking fly to Egypt and they go on a fucking tour
and
like
stand in front of shit.
Else,
Yo!
and they stand there fucking throwing up their fucking signs and fucking trying to look all cool and everything, fucking showing off and everything. Like, look at me, I'm using my passport. I'm in Egypt. I've seen the pyramids. So what? You didn't fucking go there and fucking actually dig anything up and prove anything fucking different than anything you fucking already known.
You're the reincarnation of Thoth. You should have went to the fucking pyramids. They should have opened the fuck up for you. Activated.
You stupid fuck.
Our God has returned. Thoth is here.
And
Tooth
I can
is
call
here.
you a stupid fuck because you're a fucking public figure.
Fuckity fuck.
You give fucking your own fucking stupid story up just by fucking doing the shit you fucking do. Yeah, I'm the reincarnation of Thoth. I was just over in Egypt, but yeah, that shit didn't open up because fucking, you know.
Nothing. It didn't recognize me.
I don't know. Maybe it's my sunglasses on or
yeah,
something.
I should have taken them off. Maybe now you notice he doesn't wear them anymore, y'all, and all this new shit since we called about a googly-eyed
it's just
motherfucker.
fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. There's a sucker born every minute. Shit, there's a sucker born every second now. These motherfuckers are just waiting for some bullshit to dispose itself that they can jump on.
Discrediting everything that all these fucking hard-working fucking humans fucking did. Hell, shit, some of these people might have just come up with that shit on accident sometimes. Whatever. They still came up with it, but then people want to be like, yeah, aliens did that shit. We got that technology from aliens. We wouldn't, you know. What? Why? Oh, it's too hard for me to do?
Because the earth is flat,
gravity
isn't real.
What? Why are you asking so many questions?
You got too many questions,
It's aliens. Dog. That's my answer. Just all my
you
answers.
asking too many questions, dog. You need to kind of ease up, son.
If it wasn't aliens, it was some interdimensional beings. They came down and downloaded my vibrationals.
Nah, kid. Nah, you don't even understand, man. It was them Anunnakis. You know how many people have told me I'm a fucking Anunnaki? Mm-hmm. I am a human fucking being. That's what I am. Flesh and blood. A man.
I love how people fucking talk about Anunnaki, don't even know fucking, can't even tell fucking Anunnaki from fucking anything, from
Hello,
whatever.
they can read cuneiform. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? They read some of Sitchin's bullshit and Von Lyerkin. And everybody else has been pushing that bullshit. They watch Ancient Aliens. They know all the secrets, son. What's wrong with you, man? You don't know these people be doing their research? Ancient Aliens. That you watch Ancient Aliens, you watch about a good 10 episodes of that, and you've done research about absolutely fucking nothing.
This is just the last blunt. We just lit it. When I changed the thing to last blunt at the bottom.
Yeah. Excuse me. You want to say dabbing? Okay. I dabbed. Cool.
We may have another last blunt, though. Who knows?
Listen, all I'm saying is this all sparked from the early conversation. Corey Goode. CW is not your only detractor.
I want to find somebody who's going to go to the fucking...
Dimensions of Disclosure?
No, the fucking Roach fucking Carson there's fucking stupid school he's having now.
Oh, yeah.
200 people invited to his school.
With Dame Dash Studios. Billy Carson teaches his bullshit whatever class.
He's supposed to reveal information fucking nobody's ever heard or seen before. So I want to find out because I got an insider over here who went to David Wilcox Ascension School and basically said there was no new information and nothing came out of it except that David Wilcox more egotistical than he thought before because he talked for fucking 6 hours at a time about himself.
Jordan say there is low-end AI. He's cheap AI. He's a first-generation AI. They didn't get it right yet. It's all fucked up. The programming's wrong. It drinks bleach. It drinks bleach. It drinks bleach. 777 the Galactic Package. I wish him up. Shit. Now I wish I would have went to Dimensions of Disclosure. I should have signed up for that. But I'm going to International UFO Conference. That'd be much more fun.
Yeah, hold on. What's fucking Roach Billy Conman Carson fucking doing now? Hold on, let me go see what.
Was he live?
What's he called? No, it's not live. But I'm gonna go and take a look at his fucking.
I'm selling you nothing. He's probably trying to push another album. That motherfucker think he Puff Daddy. He's all up in music videos, dancing, singing and shit. Executive producer, all up in your shit. That's him. Another mystery school. I don't know if he's having another one. Is he Bohemian Exile? You still here? Is there another mystery school coming up? Like part 2 of 2? Or part 3? Or 32? I'm just waiting for someone. Did he give a date yet to Bohemian Exile if you're still here? When Ascension is supposed to happen? I just want to.
Yep, his is a mystery school too. His is it's not the Ascension Mystery School. Roach, Billy Conman Carson's Egyptian Mystery School.
Oh,
hosted at Dame Dash Studios. Limited seats available. Only 200 students accepted. So you got to apply, and you may not be accepted. So I don't know if we'd be accepted if we applied.
There's entertainment too.
Food and entertainment included. Private interaction sessions with forbidden nonsense.
Oh, forbidden nonsense for the mindless.
Private interactive sessions with forbidden nonsense.
You said dab, so I dabbed, son.
Private interactive session. That's interesting. A private interactive session.
So you get to sit down with him and be like...
And interact.
Right.
Privately.
So, how you doing?
Or
good. How you doing?
Or whatever that may be, a private interactive session. I mean, how...
Oh, he might give a rub and tug?
I don't know. Shit. It's interactive, so...
You can get a rub and tug from him? There y'all go. Knock yourselves out. Who's ever into that, you can get a rub and tug from Billy Carson.
Let's read what this says. Because he's got to tell everybody what his name is here. Because that's what this is literally legit what it says. My name is Roach Billy Conman Carson, and I am the founder of @Forbidden Nonsense.
Forbidden Nonsense for the mindless.
I will be teaching. Hold on, wait. I misread that. I will be preaching private classes in the Egyptian mysteries. Because he's Egyptian and all. And he's highly qualified to teach in Egyptian mysteries. You know, because he's even if he wasn't Egyptian, he's got the, he went to MIT for 2 days. So he's got the qualifications to give you private classes in interactive
You read that?
classes.
What did he say, UFO Gandalf? We've put some of his fucking messages out there. He's a fucking idiot and talks a lot of shit, then acts like a little bitch, and then fucking apologizes and shit because he didn't want no smoke. So I don't know if he did all that with you, but yeah, he came all
Yeah,
aggressive.
make sure you screenshot, save that fucking bullshit.
Yeah, because he'll block you eventually.
Because he'll be like, I don't do that stuff. And you'll be like, oh, yeah? If you ever desired to know the true Egyptian mysteries, then this is your chance. The Mystery School will be hosted by Dame Dash near Los Angeles, California. Limited seats are available. We are only accepting 200 serious students. If you have real desire to learn the ancient Egyptian mysteries, then this intensive course is for you. I will be delving deep into alchemical knowledge, esoteric wisdom, hermetic principles, and the ancient Kemetic wisdom teaching
Can
of
you woo,
Thoth.
woo, woo?
I will show
Can
images
you
and present
woo,
information to
woo?
you that you have never seen before. There will be one-on-one interact. He makes sure that you know this is interactive. Yeah. It's an interactive session that will provide, ready, mind-bowing content. But he capitalized. It's all in caps. Mind-bowing content. Should be maybe mind-blowing. Like, okay, a private interactive session that will provide mind-blowing content. Just think about that.
Oh yeah, UFO Gandalf. We actually we showed that shit. He sent it to us too to show us that, which is like whatever. Another one with these bullshit lawyers with bullshit letters, and he was talking all that Sue shit too to us.
Yeah,
and
show that letter to fucking CW and see what he says. I think CW actually saw it because we did a little show, a little talk one time with him and stuff, and CW's looked into him a little bit too. It's just one of those bullshit letters that you show when you're going to get a job or something like that or whatever, because what's on his record, most of it is continued without a finding.
Dude, he's been on our podcast like 3 fucking times. Hold on, listen to this. Is this him? Hold on.
What's up,
No, hold on. Where is it?
Sad soul, the black lip.
Hold on. He talked all that shit. He's been on here and everything. He was a friend to the show. He loved Paranormal Hood. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck him.
All right, here's another thing. Let me just finish reading the rest of this. This isn't even you don't want to miss. We are only accepting, again, that's accepting the first 200 serious students. This dude calls out people for fucking grammar and fucking spelling.
Dude,
and
he went to
grammar
MIT for a day. And
all
he's
the
smart.
time. And there is fucking 16 fucking grammar mistakes in this goddamn fucking thing. One post alone.
But he's smart, though. He's intelligent.
But he's so fucking smart, and he's a fucking Egyptian fucking tooth fucking master, I guess. I mean, let's ask some people in Egypt. We got to reach out to some people in Egypt and see if they know who this fucking Egyptian mystery school teacher is.
I got a friend in Egypt.
I mean, they should know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Egyptian people, right? They should know who he is, right?
Yeah. He's probably spent a ton of time there, studied everything, learned, and
Yeah, he uses his passport. He goes around the world.
I got a passport, yo, like he told us. UFO Gandalf to us, we had the funniest fucking conversations with this dude in text and fucking then in private messages and Instagram. Then he was texting me and tried to pull the whole race card and this dude say, I'm like, dude, I can see everything that's you're saying back and forth.
He was legit like lying, like he's trying to say he's not a liar as he's lying to both of us. I was having a conversation with him and he's telling him like the complete opposite of what I'm saying. Not knowing that he sees everything that I'm saying because it's our account for our fucking radio show. All he did was just click over on the fucking Instagram thing into the other account, that account, and see what he's saying. He's like, "Yeah, dude, you're fucking lying."
Yeah, according to him, there's.
But he's like, "I'm not a liar. I don't lie. I don't have to lie. I don't need to lie." What the fuck are you lying right now for?
He's a boss, as he told us. He's a boss. He's got all these companies, all this investment, millions of dollars being invested into his company. He hasn't got time for us, yo. Our little show, we're shit. Our shit show, as he called it.
I could do it one more.
Hilarious how quick he turned. And all because, again, this is the man, he has said it 1,000,000 times. He said it on the show. I want everyone to become their own researchers. My job is to teach you how to become your own researcher. Okay. The problem is, what are we supposed to research then, according to you? You don't want us to research the stuff that you put out because we do. It doesn't make sense. You don't want us to research you because you're the person putting this information out. Where are you getting this information out?
That's what I'm saying. Because I started, we researching stuff anyway or whatever, but I started to really research his fucking bullshit, fucking throat fucking stories and shit like that, and I was like, whoa, holy shit, when you come to find out where he gets his fucking information, his translation of the fucking Emerald Tablets and stuff like that, it's not even a translation.
It's the same regurgitated bullshit.
It's just a fucking rehashed fucking bullshit fucking story fucking told by a con man.
Dude. And if you, the book, hello, spend $30 on the book. We did a little fucking breakdown of it on the show. First of all, it's not a book. It's a whole bunch of tomes, so a whole bunch of other people's fucking pictures and quotes and shit like that. And then him putting some information that makes no fucking sense.
Him just jacking complete fucking articles from other people and stuff like that and putting it in his book. It's a whole bunch of cherry pick stuff. Like, that's what all these people do, is they take things that are similar to what they're talking about that they think people will believe them because they're like, oh yeah, that's pretty similar to what you're saying, so yeah, that makes it real.
Yeah.
And these people do it because they don't actually look into what he's talking about, and you go and you look into anything that he's talking about, and you're like, this has no connection at all.
To nothing.
This is with any of these things, with any of these people, especially when they start throwing the word quantum around. If you know anything about quantum mechanics and quantum physics,
but even just his own ability,
or anything actual quantum and stuff, and when people start throwing all this quantum fucking shit around, and you're like, what, huh?
But dude, how can he say? Oh, so he's tooth. He can break down what the tablet supposedly said and everything. He can read cuneiform now and everything.
Well, no, it's cuneiforms. It's not easy, but it's not that hard to learn how to read and stuff. Like I can read some
that shit,
and you can. It's but exactly, he doesn't read it. He doesn't. These people, they don't do it because when you actually read it and you know it, it's not there. The words that they say are there aren't there. They don't mean what they fucking say that they mean. It's not there. All this stuff, when you actually look down at the actual fucking evidence, the stuff that they even say, this is the evidence, the word's there and stuff like that, and it means this and this and this. No, it doesn't. Because if you take that word, which I forgot what exactly they say Anunnaki means and stuff like that, and you use it and you read it in every place that the word Anunnaki is mean, and it's not even Anunnaki exactly the way they say it is or whatever too, but and you put it into the context where and use it in a context the way that it's used, it makes sense. But if you use it with their definition, it doesn't make any sense at all what they're fucking talking about in the stories. You're like, what? It means what? Why is that there? It just doesn't, none of it makes fucking sense. All the stuff that they say is Anunnaki tablets and stuff, they're like, it's Sumerian. It's not Sumerian. The winged beings and stuff like that, that's not Sumerian. They say that's how you know these people don't know anything they're talking about. They don't have any legitimate fucking credentials in archaeology or ancient fucking history at all, because the majority of all that stuff is Akkadian. Not even from Sumeria. It's Akkadian, not Sumerian. But they fucking want to go around and people say, that's the Anunnaki. And then other people want to say, no, this is the Anunnaki. And this is this and this. But you can tell right there because they sit there and they're like, yeah, look at this fucking Sumerian. Because everybody says Sumerians started it all. And fucking this is, the Sumerians were the Anunnakis and all this fucking stupid bullshit and everything. They're like, look at these. They always want to put up the fucking winged bean fucking statues with the bags and stuff like that. And the majority of them are Akkadian fucking shit. Not Sumerian. Different fucking cultures.
Okay, so his scarab made of a meteorite?
Yeah, I know plenty of people who have fucking space rocks, dude. Fuck, I still think I have some upstairs. People have meteorites. People have fucking stuff that fucking... That's you believe that's your proof.
Well, I don't know if he's saying that's his proof. He's just saying that King cut.
I'm just saying, but yeah, they had stuff like that. People find stuff like that. That's what they're fired. That's what they.
We just did a story about the fucking crystal they found.
That's legit. That's legit. Like that's how a story came. Oh, the gods from the sky came down that night, and they saw a little fucking fucking streaking through, and they fucking watched it and fucking went and saw where it landed and shit, and they went over and they found this shit, and they're like, wow, this is cool, and little pieces and stuff.
How they found Jesus?
And the fucking king is like, pharaohs or whoever was like, yeah, let's make some fucking jewelry with this shit. Real evidence.
That's evidence of what?
That's not evidence of what? That's evidence of Anunnaki? No, that's not evidence of Anunnaki. That's evidence that that ancient people found space fucking rocks that fell from the sky just like we do nowadays. They had a show on the Discovery Channel about two dudes that go around the fucking world looking for fucking meteorites that fall to the ground. They're worth a lot of money and shit. Some of them are really pretty when you clean them up and stuff like that. Fucking make one into a scarab? How is that evidence of fucking the Anunnaki? That's fucking... And I'd love to know, how do they know it's 28 million years old? What organic fucking fucking shit did they test that with? Where's your source to this fucking 28 million year old scarab? And who came up with this? Who did the analysis on it? Or is this from like a conscious fucking minds fucking website or something like that? Bohemian. Again, I believe they could have fucking something from space because people have, again, I have space rock. I think I have one up. It's somewhere upstairs with all my other rocks and shit that I got. You know? Like I just said, these guys had a show on fucking Discovery Channel for years where they found space rocks all the time. That's what they do for a living. Did they get them from the Anunnaki? Were they really out there in the desert when the camera cut off for a minute? The fucking Anunnaki came down. They're like, yo, here, check it. Take this space rock. This is a good one. You're going to like this one. Don't let them know we were here, though.
If someone would have found that crystal...
Oh, Bohemian, I love you, man. I love you, dude. I just love you. It's mainstream news. Mainstream news. Mainstream news is saying that that they found a fucking Egyptian scarab fucking from a space rock that was from the Anunnaki. CNN's reporting this. Fox News, CNBC, MSNBC, Twitter,
MySpace.
MySpace.
Is it on MySpace? There's also media glass. There's all kinds of media shit, period. We know that. Still want to know what that has to do with Anunnaki. Now, let me know when they find a spaceship.
That's what I mean. That's cherry picking. Right here, everybody watching, everybody listening. Bohemian Exile, classic example of cherry picking. Cherry picking. You're just cherry picking stuff. Yeah, it's in the mainstream. It's just little pieces and you just... Oh, yeah, and then you just jump right off. That's another one. You just jump right all over the place. And then there's media glass in Bohemia. Yeah, media glass all over the place. Sand turns to glass when the high heat fucking impacts and stuff like that. I can go out in my backyard and get a fire going hot enough to fucking get some glass going out of some sand.
Shit, we could take some charcoal and put it inside some peanut butter and make some motherfucking, what do you call it? Is it crystal? What the fuck does it turn into? It turns into some shit. Glass, not glass, like crystal or some shit. Turns into something. Put charcoal inside the peanut butter. Does something to it. I forget what it makes. But you get my point.
Tom's my best friend.
Nah, Tom fucked my shit up, yo. I don't even recognize MySpace no more. It's different. Went over there.
Me and Tom go way back.
No, that dude, I don't like that dude, man. He's gonna make yourself my friend. I don't know you. Where you from, son? What you claiming? Like, who you is? All of a sudden, you just my friend. I can't take you off. That ain't cool. Fuck that. Quartz, thank you, BDs. You got to give Bohemian Exile credit, though. Hey, listen. Everybody misses MySpace.
Problems with the dude. I'm just.
I know. I'm just saying. I love it because he's about what he's about. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I just don't see it. I'm not buying their bread. Been around a lot of fucking shit in my life. A lot of people like these guys, and they just reek of everything that's wrong with shit. There's some people I've met and who are stand-up people who are legitimately, you know, the Robert Shocks of the world and stuff like that, who are in a different level of this, and then you just have these people who these stories they're outlandish. They can't verify any of this shit. That's what I love Bohemian Exile. And anybody who believes that David Wilcox or Emery Smith
And their
or Corey
verification
Goode-
is just picking random things that...
No, my verification is that my other source told my other source, and then when Corey first came to me and he was telling me stuff, and I'm like, okay, that lines up with this stuff that my other source told me, that lines up with this lines up with that. How does he know this? It all makes sense. Come on.
Connect the dots. How do I make the pieces fit?
Uh-huh.
David Wilcox, this is what these people do. They have a box of fucking odd puzzle pieces. It's all the missing puzzle
Good
pieces.
night,
Whenever you have you get a puzzle and it's missing a piece, it ends up in this box. And these people, they have this box, and they just take all these pieces and then they try to and then we'll put Antarctica over here, and Egypt, and the Mexicans, and Mars, and Donald Trump, and Q, and we need something really not too
Tribunals.
not too scary,
What about
but,
the tribunals?
but not too
What about the
cute.
tribunals?
Blue chicken birds, but we'll put the blue chicken, this blue bird, we'll put it over here. They try to stick all these pieces and 26 million year old scarabs that are Anunnaki, and we couldn't build pyramids
Göbekli Tepe.
because we don't know how to stack stones.
Farting 1 and farting 2. Antarctica. The Middle Earth.
And free energy.
Tesla. Let's quote a whole lot of shit that Tesla never said. All that shit. It all works. We got it.
It's all in this box. All these odd fucking puzzle pieces, they're all in this box. And then people like David Wilcox, Corey Goode, Billy fucking Carson, they're like, oh yeah, I can put this together. Let me see. And Billy's like, I got tooth.
Tooth is mine.
All those tooth pieces are mine.
Anything with tooth on it.
I'll make that story really nice.
Just give my sunglasses. I'm on. Look up World Bank tribunals. Oh. Lord of mercy.
They invented this emoji for you, my friend.
Oh, shit. Oh.
I've been waiting for him to come back with the links and the sources for what we were talking about.
Please don't. Please don't. No.
And this
Oh,
is
God,
what I
no.
mean. He just jumped again. Just jumping around. Boom, 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 boom. They'll forget about what I was just saying about that, and I'll just start talking about something else.
Uh-oh.
Don't play with that ball anymore. I got a new ball. Go get it. No, I'm not. I don't want to play with any of those. I don't want those balls. Yeah, I'm rolling another last blunt, but this is really the last.
This is the last blunt this time. All right, guys. We mean this. It's 11:11. Oh, man.
Wait, let's see what he says next.
Dude, I'm telling you.
That's it. No, I'm telling you. He's really a comedian. He's working on some. He's like a comedian. This comedian said he's working on here, where he's just, you know what I mean. This is his little bit, his little gag that he does. He can't be this.
All right, let me ask
Bohemian.
I'm going to ask a quick poll question in everybody except for Bohemian, because we know who he believes. If there's one person in this field alive, because like I was a Stanton Freeman guy, I like Stanton Freeman, but who's alive, who you think in this field represents some kind of truth, who would it be for you? In individuals, like who you guys, you know, it could be Richard Dolan, could be whoever, it could be Jimmy Church. I don't know who everybody believes in, but who's a real person to you, a real figurehead in this? And don't go the CW chanters or the Joe. I'm talking about more of the mainstream people that most of us kind of, you know, frown upon or question or whatever or wonder about.
Bohemian, it's a real thing, but it has nothing to do with what you wanted to us to think it has to do with, and none of that stuff.
He's gonna switch banker uncle, yo.
Oh, yo, fucking shit! He's got insiders.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit! Here it is. Yo, dude, you're going for the trifecta. Just going for the trifecta, dude.
Going in.
He got insiders, cherry picking the fuck out of shit, dude. Fucking, I mean. That's great, dude. I love it.
See, I asked for none of the Steve Cambians or the Joe from the Carolinas or the CWs. We know those guys. I'm talking about, like, see how he gave me, like, Jimmy Church. Somebody said
okay.
Dolan. DL Hughley? Oh, I get it. Never mind. Dolan is my boy. Robert. Yeah, see, I've seen Dolan speak. I like when he speaks, but I've never had any personal interaction with him. I'm hoping to have an international UFO conference next month, and maybe you get to talk to him. Robert Schoch is one of my favorites. Like, I've seen him at a ton of events and talked to him and stuff. Still going to try to get him on this. He just has a crazy schedule because he's also a professor at Boston University. So, but he's a great guy to talk to. I definitely love his work. Okay, tribunals are real. Okay. So let me know when they start taking Hillary and Obama's and everybody and all these people out of America and dragging them and start having tribunals. Let me know when that happens, Bohemian Exile. Again, when you start fucking having tribunals and hanging these high-profile people and stuff like that, that is so anti-American. I want to see that shit happen. Let me know when your country, when this country reaches that point and you're okay with that. You think that's right?
See, again, Bohemian, we know tribunals are real. We know that people are probably going to get to tribunals all around the world right now. But not for the reasons that David Wilcox wants you to fucking believe. Not for the reasons that fucking Q was saying. It has nothing to do with any of that stuff. That's what I'm saying. That's what everybody's saying. Except for you. It's you the only one who's not getting this. It's like you don't understand the words that are coming out of people's when you read and you actually look into this stuff. You're like, that's in another country that has nothing to do with anything with what these fucking people are saying. These people are seeing that and reading that, and they're putting out their stuff and saying that after the facts and shit. That's how they do. They take and they put their stories together and stuff before, and everybody's like, that's what David Wilcox is researching. He's like, let me find these foreign fucking international fucking stories and shit on these fucking, or these obscure
Hey, Elizabeth, anything good in the news
science
today?
fucking things that nobody fucking reads and nobody's gonna hear about, and I'll fucking say something now about it, and in 5 years when it's more popular, I'll be like, see, I was talking about that, and even that doesn't work because he's still not right about shit. Because he picks stuff that fucking doesn't mean anything. And nobody talks about it 5 years later. Except for him, he's still like, yeah, I was talking about that 5 years ago. And everyone's like, what? That thing that lasted for 30 seconds? What?
MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace. I knew that guy,
I really
Tom.
think that MySpace is going to make a comeback, guys. I'm telling you right now, I never took my profile down. Elizabeth has one
All
too.
the cute guys are hanging out over there.
Emery, Corey, everybody's there. Pete Peterson. Well, I mean, well, no, isn't he, yeah, he's there too.
There's over 100,000 indictments now. No, there isn't. If you know what that indictment list is and how to break it down, ask a real lawyer like CW how to break that an indictment list down and what it all means and stuff. It doesn't mean all those people are being indicted. And all those people that are on there, that the people that are going to be indicted, most of them fucking aren't for fucking crimes and shit like that. Or anything that fucking has to do with anything that fucking any of these people want you to think it has to do with.
But Hillary and pizza.
Oh my God. I'm not even gonna anymore. I'm not even. Oh, yep.
What the fuck?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, Dolan's all right. I mean, some of his stuff, he's got some credible stuff, but again, a lot of his stuff is... he just tries to push stuff that it's fucking bullshit, and it's been fucking proven that it's not bullshit and stuff like that. So, but then he does have some interesting stuff and some things that are highly plausible that could be going on. There's,
anything's possible.
Give him a little credibility versus fucking a lot of other people and stuff.
I don't mind Graham Hancock.
Yeah, Graham Hancock's good, you know. Robert Schock. Randall Carlson. Love Randall Carlson's work. Fucking great fucking work, you know. Actual fucking people trained in this fucking this field and know what they're talking about. They're actually out there doing this stuff, uncovering this stuff. I like Brian Forrester. Just because he is in these places and he's showing places that nobody else is. I don't agree with his theories and the stuff that he says. All of the stuff he says. Some of the stuff is you know, is some of the stuff like where you can tell that it's not Incan work. It's something in older culture and stuff like that. But when he starts to go off on this whole fucking wild alien stuff and crazy shit like that with no evidence and fucking all that stuff. No, I don't agree with that, but I like that he is out there. He is showing stuff that all these other people fucking aren't actually showing, and he's actually in these places and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? And again, a lot of his stuff is credible, what he says. So he's a good one, you know. But
yeah, that's right, Brad Gray.
Once it happens here, it will happen there. Don't worry.
Walter Bosley.
Yeah, Bosley's interesting too, but yeah.
Yeah, y'all need to get on that. Get some legalized weed over there.
Oh, you guys got to get it together, like, you know.
Come on, man.
I signed a lot of petitions, a lot of stuff. I mean, I was part of, especially with the medical stuff. They never actually had me go in and talk and stuff, but I submitted my story and everything and how it helps and everything, and you got to be pushing for that, you know. Start at, like, the medical level. Get it as medical. That's going to be an easier in than going for recreational and everything like that. You got to be smart about it and stuff. So,
this has been fun, folks. What will come of it all? As the paranormal world turns, will Corey Goode get real lawyers to contact CW?
Y'all want to send me a cease and desist letter? Y'all better make sure it's real. And if you got real lawyers, they're gonna know how to send it, how to find me, and send me a cease and desist letter. Otherwise, if you want to send me a fucking hilariously fucking fake one to my email or I email, so we can read it online and trash your asses, go ahead and do that too.
Please do. We'll make for good comedy. Maybe you like comedy. Maybe that's why you'd want to do that. What will happen next?
It'll become more lax and stuff.
Will CW be able to talk to the love interest and his other co-conspirators? Will he be able to have friends again? As the paranormal world turns. Bum, bum, bum. Ah. Take 50 years to change minds in Parliament. You can do it. You can do it, BGs. Think positive. Put it out in the ether. Put it out in the universe.
Again, what's stopping you now? Y'all getting high, right? Does it matter if it's legal or not?
It'd just be nicer.
As long as you're cautious. I mean, it's a lot nicer when you don't have to have that little extra worry when you go in a store and get your stuff or whatever. But once you're back home safe, you don't have to really worry about anything. It's just going to get it. Occasionally if it's coming to drop you off. But
having a good plug. He said we messing up. They don't want no smoke. We don't have that kind of smoke. This is where we do our beefing, is right here. See? This is where we have fun. We can do it right here. Let's talk about it. Right here. The mouth.
Come at me. You gotta come with the fucking facts.
Not with no bullshit.
Come with no woo bull fucking cherry pick fucking bullshit jumping all over the map.
We have fun with it. And we talk about it here live. Yes. That's what we do. That's how we operate.
Changing the subject so fast.
They've never said paranormal hood.
Talking about insiders and shit.
Mm-hmm. I've got 300,000 insiders. Get some outsiders.
Get somebody who's going to actually come out and fucking talk and give some evidence, people. Let's get some motherfucking evidence up in this motherfucker. I'm sick of hearing you talking. I want to see the fucking evidence. Because all the evidence that I find out about this shit says what you're saying is not fucking true.
It ain't real. This shit is bullshit. No mas. Yet. 9. No more. We want the real. Stop with the bullshit. Stop sending bullshit letters. Leave 4CW alone. Don't give him nothing to talk about. Do some real shit, homie. Then he won't have nothing to talk about.
Anybody in the United States that's in a state that's illegal for THC, you can always get CBD, especially if you want it for medical use and stuff like that. It does give you a little bit of a... It's not the same as THC, but if you're looking for anything for medical, just get something with CBD in it. CBD is legal in all 50 states. You can even get CBD bud and smoke it, and it's just as like smoking. They actually, like, place where I get my fondos and stuff, they have CBD weed in jars and stuff. They can sell it there. They're not a dispensary, but because it's CBD, it's actual. It looks just like it's just weed, just has CBD, and it has very, very low THC, like less than 1%, maybe 1%, and you can get that stuff.
King Tut
Anyway, you can even
Space
order
Flash.
CBD weed online and shit, and have it sent to your house legally. Get CBD oils, capsules, all kinds of shit. Yeah, you can buy seeds and grow your own and stuff. I mean, some countries it's harder to get seeds, but in Australia you can get seeds too. You know, even if you can't order seeds in Australia, you'll find a seed in a bag once in a while. Pop it, see if it's worth it. Yep. Like I said, I mean, it being legal or being illegal didn't stop me, and being legal doesn't, you know what I mean? I don't fucking follow the law 100% for what the legal fucking shit is and everything like that around. I don't give a fuck. It's a fucking plant, and I'm going to use it. I'm an adult. I don't need somebody else to tell me how to live my life and shit. I'm not out here fucking hurting and killing nobody, so fucking get the fuck out of my life. You know what I mean?
You think he had a media glass bong? Yeah, I'm sure he did. This last
I could get a media glass bong too. It's fuck. It's because I'm Anunnaki. I got the hookup on the Anunnaki fucking meteorite glass bongs and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get at me with that shit in my email along with them cease and desist letters.
Mm-hmm. You got some glass tablets too. You wanna go do a 20 and back today?
Waiting for the FBI to question me.
Yo, let's go do 100 and back. Fuck a 20 and back. That's for pussies.
Yeah, I could use that pension money, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna go do 100 and back next week. We'll let y'all know how it went.
These other 300s and backs and stuff that I've done just wasn't enough. So
20 and back.
But wait, can we just volunteer, or do we gotta wait for them to kidnap us again?
Oh fuck.
You know, I think we gotta wait for them to kidnap us. I mean, we can ask. We can ask to be kidnapped. Yeah, maybe that will work.
Yeah, I need some more scars. I need some aliens to hit me with their ray guns and stuff again. Sounds good.
All right, that's it.
Last blunt smoked.
Last blunt is done.
We out, folks. Till
We
next
outta
week, or
here.
maybe if we pop on, you know, peace and love. If everything goes right, I'll be on Fascinating Street with, well, I know it's gonna be Mika and Sarah. I know Jimmy's been working late lately, so look for the links for that. And till next week, tell a friend, be a friend, subscribe if you haven't. We're on all social media. Follow, say hi. Let us know what's going on. And that's it. We out.
We out here. Peace and love,
Remember,
everybody.
we're looking for that. The emails. We're looking for those emails. Okay? Holla.